Alright folks, welcome back. We're gonna do a little bit more La-Mulana today, I think, and mess around with some puzzles and maybe solve a couple even this time. Let's jump into our existing game here. So, if you're not familiar with La-Mulana, there's a lot going on here. I'm just gonna jump right into it though and see what we can find. So, last time we were here, before we left off, we were exploring around the waterfall at the top of this area, and I realized there was one thing I never actually tried up there. Whiskey Stell, found my channel when I was younger, and you're the reason I played games like FTL and Sun the Sea. Well, sounds like I got you some good gaming experiences then. Hopefully you enjoyed them. I guess that could go either way. If you hated the games, then I'm sorry. But if you enjoyed them, then great. Alright. So, we know if we go down on the right-hand side over here, past the waterfall, we're in trouble, but there are two things I wanted to try anyway. One of them is... we know that there's a lot of breakables in here, and this feels like a good place... oh, it does just damage us. This feels like a good place to hide one. Oh wow, it's really tough! Oh, there is something here though! A whole bunch of money. Nice. We'll probably need that. Can I get out of this water? Not well, but we did make it out. We might need to come back for this, because the other thing I want to test is also off the waterfall. So I think I figured out how to get in that hole. If we can manage to open it and not get killed immediately by the vulture, I think I know how we can land and see what's in that tent. So that is one thing we're going to try and do real quick here, because I am very curious about what's in there after we found it last time. Did FTL land into the breach because of me? Wow. Again, you're welcome for some excellent game choices, or I'm sorry for inflicting you with these games. Come on! This Condor is giving us a hard time. Alright, you know what? As I immediately jump into the water twice. No, this way. The problem is, being in the water kills us almost as fast as getting hit by the bird does. If I can just get out of here, we'd be fine. But we do have to kill the second one, because it's going to knock us off our platform if we're not careful. Like this. This part is mean, man. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a quick reset here. We won't worry about the money in the box, because the money's not that important to us right now, but the health is going to make it much more likely that we can accomplish what we're here for. So let's go back up the top and jump across. And this time, we're going to go down there with full health and see if we can even maybe save a step of the process by landing in the right place. Alright. One other thing that I looked at since last time I was here streaming this is the game actually has a manual on Steam. And I went to go check it out just to see if there was anything interesting in there, and there were a couple little interesting details. It was one of those old-style manuals that's like, I'm pretty sure intentionally badly translated. I could be wrong on that part, but it felt like it was translated weirdly on purpose. And the interesting part about it is that... okay, I did it wrong. I did it wrong! Immediately did it wrong. It had, for one thing, a couple of like pictograms of the character doing things that we haven't figured out what they are yet. So I have a couple of ideas now about how to do some things that we hadn't seen. And the other thing that it's showed in there is that there looks like there are some program combinations that do some new things that the individual programs on their own don't do. So I don't have a whole lot of examples of exactly what we might want to get from them. This is so annoying. That bird is the meanest thing. It's just so evilly placed. It takes 2 hits to get it down, so if we're on the ledge, even if we hit it once, it'll still knock us off the ledge. And it knocks us off the ladder if we're in motion. So rude. Because the thing we actually want, it got us anyway. I hate this little bird. It's so mean. You can whip off the side of the ladder, but it's very hard to hit it in time, and it moves back so quickly. The worst part is, even though we've killed it once, I'm pretty sure it comes back if we get knocked down again, and this one is going to have the same problem. If we stick to the wall, we might be able to get it without dying, though. We're dying for sure right now. Come on. Ugh, okay. Bird defeated. Open the door. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I think if we jump neutral, we should be able to... Well, I found the edge. I was about to say, if we jump neutrally, we should be able to get back across there, but it looks like the game does not want us to do that. You still play FTL to this day, and you play Failbetter's sort of continuation to Sunless Seas. Yeah, I've played Sunless Skies, and it really didn't capture me in the same way. I don't know if it was just that I played it while it was in open beta, and as a result, the actual, like, progression of the game felt very random. You could kind of just go wherever you wanted at all times. And I didn't really feel like I had any understanding of what any of the locations were for or why I would go there. So it didn't have the same kind of mystique as Sunless Sea for me, where it felt like every location that you went to was like, yes, you're going to the, you're going to this place because you need to get this thing. You're trying to talk to this person. There's things that you need in all these locations, or they give you things every time you come here. Whereas it just kind of felt like a bunch of places in Sunless Skies at the time that I played it. So it might be better now. I love Failbetter's stuff in general, but I can't say if that one in particular will scratch the itch for me or not at this point. Okay, one more try at this. If it kills us again, I'm just gonna leave, and we'll come back later. But I do really want to know what's going on here. I probably should just skip this bird, because killing it does literally nothing for us, but the second one is the important one. But if you like Sunless Skies, you might also like Fallen London, which is their text-based browser game. And it has some classic, like, energy mechanics. So if you want to be able to play something you can just play for a long time, that's not it. But if you like their writing, Fallen London has a lot of good, very weird style writing in the same vein as the other stuff they do. One more. Okay. We cleaned this up and kept most of our health intact, so now all I have to do is not screw up the tricky jump here. We go this far, jump straight up, and then, yeah, down into the tent. Great. Thanks for buying La-Mulana by Nigoro. Having fun exploring? Seeing as you made it all the way to this secret spot, have a look at this. It's one of our most treasured games, Mekuri Master. Mekuri Master. Enjoy and keep playing Nigoro games. Great. So, we got another piece of software here, which is another game. Nigoro's fifth Flash game, the simple action game, has you flipping up skirts. Don't try this at home. Alright then. I won't. So it's unclear what these games actually do. I don't think they do anything on their own. But one thing that they did indicate is that in the manual for the game, it implies that these programs can be comboed with other things to have some special effects. I don't think we have any of the things that'll combo with them yet, but it's good to have them still, even if we don't know what they're exactly for currently, because eventually we'll be able to put them to good use, I think. So for now... Oh, come on, bird, let me leave. For now, it's just a matter of getting out of Dodge. But if we can make use of these later, we'll be happy we found the secret room. Yes, the game does have a slightly weird sense of humor, for sure. Nice of that bird to shove us back up onto the ledge, though. I can appreciate that. I don't think I can get up here, can I? Oh, apparently I can. Doesn't look like there's anything up here, but I made it. Alright, let's get back down to town. And do a quick heal up before we go back into La-Mulana proper. Now, we got a couple little objectives on the go already. There's a bunch of things in the first area that I want to mess with before we start leaving into other zones again. I'm pretty sure I must have just done something wrong for one of the puzzles I was trying to solve, because I feel like we must have found the right answer and the game just interacted with it strangely. So, we'll see what's up. Looks like La-Mulana was originally only Japanese, fan-translated by Ian Kelly from a game translating group. The version you're playing was remade from scratch, so it's a toss-up if it's intentional or not. Now, fair enough. It's, at this point, if it was remade from scratch and they kept the mistakes in, it's probably intentional, but only in reference to the fact that the original had very wonky translation to begin with. So it's like, intentional, but only kind of. Alright, let's get back in here and see what we can find, because I've got a couple little areas I'm curious about. I've also got myself a little notepad with me, so I may wind up taking notes on actual paper if there's anything I want to be able to easily reference later. Hey, Eisenhonig, good to see you again. I hope you're doing well too. First of all, though, we're going down, down, down. We're gonna go check out the bottom left. Also, I got an interesting revelation that these things that I called manticores are actually like lion heads, human arms, and bug bodies. So, that's a fun little revelation. They have a weird name, too. The game manual names them, but I do not remember what the name they chose is. Alright. Oh, I shouldn't have fallen here. We're gonna land on the spikes. It's fine. If we just keep making our way down, we'll be okay. You were just watching the Peglin VOD. Nice, Sherbert. It's, I love Peglin. It's a good game. Also, these are apparently rats. I kind of like my wild hog version instead, but no, apparently they are rats. So, last time we were here, we figured out that the correct pattern to activate these pillars is water, wind, fire, blood. So, we are going to try and hit them again in that order, because last time when we hit blood first, it did like it. It doesn't get angry at you when we do that. But when we hit wind, it shoots us with lightning for some reason. And then it shoots us again, so I must be doing something wrong. What it might be is I have to actually destroy them. It's not just a matter of hitting them once. If we hit this again and we're wrong, it'll kill me, but I'm just gonna hit this a couple of times and see what happens. No, we're dead. Okay. Let's swing back in there, because I think it got mad at us because I was hitting the other ones. But I'm unclear now still. I believe we have everything it takes to be able to solve that puzzle, because the riddle on the skeleton nearby gave us the specific order of these events. So if we're just following the order that we've already been given, it should still be the correct order. It's just a matter of figuring out how the game wants us to interact with them. So let's get down there and see what's what. Hey! Thank you for the subscription, Pneumatic. Welcome back to the Vanguard. Good to have you with us. We go again. Indeed we do. Alright. let's get back over there. There's a couple of other things I want to test in this first area, too, that I think have the potential to have been different by the time we come back. There's a couple of puzzles that we solved that seemed to change the world state, but didn't actually seem to do anything. And I believe there were a couple of rooms that we could have gone into, that we didn't at the time, that may now have new things in them. So for now, I'm just going to try and attack this water statue more than once. Yes! That did do something. Whoa! Sherbet with 5 gift subs. Thank you very much. Sub to Dragonlord Pixel, Time Flavored Jelly Bean, Tirage, Nissel, and Zone of. Thank you very much. That worked, though, so I'm going to assume we can hit this one now. Yes! We're solving things here. 3 hits for each, and it doesn't get mad at us. Now what? It gave us a little chime. We did something right, but what did it do? Well, the thing that told us about it was over here. Aha! It activates the stairs. Okay. What is this switch gonna do for us, then? I don't know, something changed somewhere, but I don't see it yet, so I guess we'll have to go figure that out. I don't think we can afford anything in here. There's an item in here that tells us when there's a secret shop nearby, I think. Yeah, a guild. It detects hidden stores via sound. Can't afford it right now, though, so we'll have to come back for that later. You still think it's hilarious the game made you find the success noise? I do appreciate that also, yes. In fact, it made you find both the success noise and the failure noise, because if you get something wrong, you have to have found that shell horn to know that too. So, there you go. I don't remember this button being here. Ooh. Okay. Let's go get the treasure. I have no idea what's going to be in here, but let's go find out. Trying to avoid attacking anything in here, because that blue eye gets very mad if you attack the wrong thing. Aha! We found the Ankh Jewel, so this is what we need to be able to fight the bosses. So that's good to have found it, because presumably, otherwise, we'd be stuck here for longer. Now, what else in this area can we actually interact with? We know there's a down path just here on the right, and I think that's going to be our boss room. It's interesting how the blocks there stayed, too, and the red skeletons stayed dead. I suspect killing the red skeletons changed something in the world state then, if killing them makes them stay dead, but I don't know exactly what. I also think I know how to jump down this hole now, properly, not like that, I mean. So let's do that again now, too. Using the same trick that we did before, we should be able to maneuver ourselves onto the treasure platform that we opened up on that next left room. So if we open this door... Let's just kill the bat first. If we open this door... Ah! It's so easy to fall. Alright. What we've got to do is do one of those vertical jumps that let you control your fall in order to land where we want to go. So we open the trapdoor, we jump... No, that's a little too far. It's tough because of the fact that we start so close to the wall that if you're in the wrong spot, it just immediately transitions you across the screen. Which is not what we're trying to do here. So let's go ahead and try this again. This definitely feels like a game that encourages you trying things multiple times. Oh my goodness, I hate this little hole. I'm just trying to trigger it so I can open it and actually do the interesting jump. That pig should stay dead now at least, so we have a slightly easier time trying to get rid of the rest of this. Because what we gotta do is we gotta open it, and then jump, and then fall at the right timing to land in that little room on the left there. It's probably just money in there. No, the pig does come back. But, at least if we try this, we have a chance at getting something interesting, just in case. Because it might not all be money in there, and we do kind of need some money anyway. Oh, it's so annoying to try and trigger that. It's in a tiny little space. So, we'll have to see what we can do about it. If it wasn't for the low ceiling, it'd be easier to jump out. I don't even think it's good. I just need to have whatever's in there. Nope, that might have been it, but the timing was wrong for touching the wall. I'm just gonna go across and back again. That seems like an easier way to open the door without being in the wrong place. There we go. That's what we wanted. It's a pile of cash. $62. All right. Well, unfortunately the door back over there is closed now, but if we loop around one more time, we can actually buy the guild now, so it'll probably give us a permanent item again. We'll go see about that next, I think. So I suspect, now that we have the Ankh, we can potentially go open a boss fight in that door that's to the south in the room we were just in. Because down that ladder looks like a boss room, but there was nothing there. But at the time, we didn't actually have a way to trigger the boss fights anyway, because we didn't have the tools yet. So I think we've got them now. Or at least, the tool, the Ankh gem. Before we do anything else, though, let's quickly come in here and grab ourselves the guild. Buy more, lest I haunt you. Okay, it is... a program? It is a program. I assumed it would be an item, but no, software made by the shop guild within the ruins. It alerts you if there's a hidden shop on screen. Got an email also. It's me! About Ankh jewels, those red gems. If you use them in front of those cross-like thingies called Ankhs located here and there in the ruins, you can break the Ankhs. Breaking them will make something bad happen, so maybe think about going to the village to save first. And while you're there, why not come chat with me? Well, alright, we might as well go and do it. I gotta go the right way, though. So I think we know where our first boss fight is, or at least our first actual fightable boss, because we found another boss fight earlier that I think we were just unprepared for. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, still don't know how to get to the other side of that white box to be able to open that, but for now, we're doing okay. The invisible platforms there don't do anything for us, so we can kind of just move on past them. I hope there's something worthwhile in the town for going all the way back up there again, but even if not, it shouldn't be a big detour, and you never know with a game like this. They did make a specific point of having the village chief guy, Zelpud, say, if I tell you to come back, please do it. So, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's got something meaningful to say. I kind of suspect that it's going to be some nonsense. But you know what? That's fine. We can save our progress anyway. If we are going to be fighting a boss, we're going to want the save. I'll talk to him first.
What the? I was just in the middle of writing you an email. Ugh. What am I supposed to do when you show up before I even get a chance to send it? Work with me, son!
You just told me to come here, bud. You wanted this. Alright, let's save. And make our way back in. So, now we've got some bits and pieces. Mild broken bones, and a trip towards maybe our first boss. Is the Ankh Stone an item I have to use? Yes. Oh, look at that, it like goes on our belt. It replaces the gun item. Interesting. So it looks like the items in your main slots actually do replace your left, right, and satchel items. And the boots are on our feet now, which is kind of fun. I always appreciate a game that shows you the items that you're collecting on your actual character model. Even if it's not on the model in the strictest sense here. Having the general idea still works. This is a save stone. I thought so. Let's go ahead and just save here so we're closer. Changing the cosmetics adds a lot. Exactly. We're starting to figure things out here a little bit better, which is good, because we're going to need to know a lot of things better if we're going to want to try and live through this game. Alright. In theory, this is where we want to be. Yeah, that's an Ankh, alright. It's glowing and upset, so time for us to cause problems. Here goes nothing. Yeah, okay. Are we whipping snake faces, or what's happening here? They're flamethrower snakes. Not a huge fan of that, but yes, we are whipping snake faces. We whip snake bodies? No, snake bodies are too well armored. But we can and should whip snake faces. Let's avoid standing in the fire, though. It looks like if we stand at the top, whoop, it makes it harder for us to actually hit them. We need to be down here to lure them into our range, while also trying not to be set on fire, which is currently not going well. Apparently they do an incredibly large amount of contact damage, way more than their actual fire does. We just took like 16 from one touch of the head, as opposed to taking like 8 or something from previous attacks. Okay. Okay, back we go. We're starting to figure out this stuff, but ow. This is why we're glad we got a save closer too. We can work our way down there pretty fast, and we should have a slightly better chance of understanding what we're doing here now. Yeah, I gave up very early on the idea of trying not to die while playing this game, because it is a game that wants us dead. Yeah, the music in this game is pretty sweet. Gotta say, I'm a fan of the tunes. So, I can probably switch to my gun if I want, but I only have 5 bullets, and it's going to be really hard to get more, so it might be in the too good to use club, unfortunately. It's good to see me still around. Well, thanks for dropping by and checking the stream out there, Reed. Come on. Get these snakes down here. Can't hit you if you're up in space. Well, I can, but I should be careful trying to hit you when you're up in space. It looks like they basically attack on a timer. Because now this one's gonna go? Yeah. I don't know if I need to be attacking both heads. It seems like attacking either head damages both of them. So we probably are okay. Oop, that went a lot further than I expected it to, actually. Oh, I just jumped into the snake. Don't jump into the snake. That is the worst thing we could do. Yeah, we really do not want to touch the heads. Touching the fire isn't great, but touching the heads is very bad. Got him. Nice. Obliterated Amphisbena. Ooh, an eye orb left. Congratulations, you've obliterated Amphisbaena. But the adventure continues. Alright, we beat our first boss. I don't know if anything changed, but it's dead now. Urgent. Come back ASAP.
It's me. Come back to my tent now. Something bad has happened.
We no longer have the Ankh Jewel, so we may need to find another one of them in each zone in order to be able to fight the boss. I don't know if that's definitely true or not, but it looks that way based on the fact that we no longer have one. And now that I think about it, listed above the Ankh Jewel when we had it equipped was the number 1, almost implying, or indicating rather, that we only had 1 ammo for it. So we may indeed need to find more of those jewels to be able to fight bosses in other areas. It's not like a universal, you can hold on to this and it'll let you fight everything you find situation. Alright, well let's make our way back up. We got 1 boss down so far. See what else we can find up here once we make our way back to the top again. We could save at that stone, but since we have to go back into town anyway and we're back at full health again after beating the boss, we might as well just roll all the way up in one go. No need to stop ourselves. Alright. Now what? What have you got for us, Zelpud? What is the emergency? Everything here looks fine. What have you done? Let's save just to be sure.
You made it! Actually, I called you back for no good reason. I'm just bored. Sorry. Don't get all mad and rush off. Please take a seat and eat some of my homemade bat curry. Anyway, being an archaeologist sure seems dangerous. Even after I warned you about the monsters and traps, you still went in them ruins. If you can solve all the puzzles without dying, you might actually meet the legendary 4 philosophers, if they actually exist. This curry sure is tasty. You want to hear that again?
Yeah, okay. He will just tell you the same thing again. No thanks.
Okay then.
Great. And he immediately sends us an email.
It's me. Sorry about lying about the emergency in the last email. But it would be nice if you'd come up to the surface to talk with me now and then, Professor.
I was just here talking to you. I was just here. I came up and you had nothing. You were complaining that I came and visited you while you were still writing an email. Get out of here. And thank you for the subscription, Mr. Nito. Welcome to the Vanguard. Good to have you with us. Whoa! Was it just me or did that bird just teleport? I don't think he was there before. It's like talking to your grandmother. It definitely has some of that talking to an old person energy, which is... makes sense, given that they are obviously visually coded as a very old person. I don't know if there's anything else in here for us to interact with right now. Not at this point, anyway. I was kind of expecting we would get something as a result of defeating Amphisbaena, but it seems like no. There are no prizes to be had. There's still an unopenable box there. So I was originally thinking this might have been a thing to do with like mirrors or light, but there's an indication in the manual that shows the character holding up like a rune stone towards one of these looking things. So I could be entirely wrong about what the intent of this is. Now, when we were here last time, one of the things we said we were going to come and take a look at is what there is in the water area. But I'm still curious about this, because I notice now... Great, as I fall in the hole. Hold on. there's also a ladder here that's not real yet, and that could just be a here's how you get out of the spike pit thing. But I'm curious, and my curiosity might kill us, but I'm gonna jump in the hole and see what happens. So... Oh. The spikes weren't real to begin with. I think this guy actually told us that, I just didn't understand it. He says, I guess that those who have courage can obtain weapons, but if I jump into those spikes, I'll die. So this is the room of courage, which is why it's saying, like, you have to just jump into the trap. Aha! We've acquired Shuriken. Okay. Said to have been used by Japanese ninja, they can be thrown one after another. So now we have a potential alternative weapon that we might be able to get ammo for less expensively than the bullets. The weapons inside the ruins.
It's me. Sometimes there are weapons hidden inside the ruins. They're normal, but being weapons from the ruins, they're a bit funny. You can't use the weapons without ammo. Collect ammo that matches the shape of each weapon. Once you do that, you'll be able to use your weapons.
Okay, so that explains why there were shops that were trying to sell these but were sold out. You have to actually find them in the dungeon, and then we can buy ammo for them elsewhere. So that's interesting. This might mean we actually have a way to fight the Catoblepas that we saw earlier, because it was pretty clear we can't use melee weapons on him, but if we have access to a bunch of ranged attacks like this, that might work. So we might go back over that way soon, because that is right back in the Temple of the Sun. Before we do that, though, I want to come back up here to the spring in the sky. Now this isn't a save point. Ah, enemies can actually drop ranged weapons too. Interesting. So one thing that we didn't really experiment with last time is this room. We were pretty worried about it because it indicates that if we don't have the helmet and we touch the waterfall, we're falling in the waterfall. But the thing that I'm curious about is if we can actually jump over it. It's positioned in such a way that it might just be possible for us to jump over the top of the waterfall from here, assuming the fish and the bat aren't ready to assassinate us and knock us back into the water at the time. Because they will definitely do that if we're not ready, but we could probably jump over with our extra movement speed. Let's see what's down here first. Ooh. Angry looking fish fella. What does this say? Sail away. There they will find where Bahamut slumbers. The Fishmaster holds the red light. This is some cryptic nonsense. I'm just gonna make a quick note on my notepad here. Sail away. Bahamut slumbers. Fishmaster holds the red light. Don't know what that means yet, but we'll figure that out eventually. Alright. I don't think we want to go in that water because we don't really have a good way to swim, so let's get hit by a fish immediately. Might be hard to get out of here if that fish is like waiting to assassinate us every time, because the ability to whip sideways needs you to stand still for a couple seconds. There we go. We can jump across to this side. There is a chest here. Maybe we can get a little prize for our trouble. I would be alright with that. Want to see if the skeleton has anything to say? He does not. Okay, we have another broken plinth there with some message that we can no longer read. It's weird how their bubble attacks go straight up, he says, as he immediately jumps into it and gets hurt anyway. What is this? The priest, Wanus, takes the form of a fish. This land flourishes under him, as only he may close the floodgate. I think, make a quick note of this as well. I think we've heard of Juanis before. I don't remember in what context we heard about him, but I feel like we did. What's in this blue chest? We have a map! Nice! The Goddess's Water Jug is where we are right now. Let's make our way up higher and see how far we can go in this area before things get nasty for us. This far, in fact. Can't read anything on that. We have a pushable tile here, but I don't know where it's supposed to go. I don't really see anywhere to put it. If we push it off the transition, does it stay on the next screen down? No. So obviously that's not right. But I don't know where it's supposed to go. The game close to Juanis is a Babylonian god. That sounds about right. Some of those earlier messages I'm going to have to loop my way back around to. Now, we can try and swim through here, but it might not be wise. We take damage the whole time we're in the water, so... we're going to give it a try, at least this once. No, other way, please. So if you're jumping at the surface of the water, you can't turn around. That's one thing I've just learned. Heal thy tired body. The fairy will gently heal thou. The fairy will help thy fight. The fairy will provide treasure. The fairy will reveal secrets. Well, I hope we can find a fairy then, because that does sound nice. There's a goat in the water. That's normal, right? Water goats are normal? I feel like we're probably not equipped to go through here. That looks like a destructible wall at the bottom right there, but aha! Oh, I can't go through the waterfall because I don't have the helmet. Okay, makes sense. We need to loop our way back around then. We've got a little bit of extra knowledge about fairies, but I don't think we've got any other knowledge we can actually use just yet, so let's try and get out of here with our lives intact and make our way onwards from there. I think it's a good bet to leave while we are alive. That's a perfectly reasonable place to find goats, you say? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I agree, but I'll concede the point on this one. Now, if I remember correctly, this takes us to a place we can't proceed either. Yeah, because we can't get through the ceiling, because we don't know how to deal with those orbs. Just gonna loop over here to this pot, because I don't think we've broken this one yet. We must have done so. That's fine. We have enough health left that we should be able to make it anywhere else we want to go. Maybe not if I fall straight in the water, but it looks like we did not do that, so we should be fine. Alright. Well, if nothing else, we now have the map for this area, so that might be useful. Yeah, we did find one of the four philosophers there previously. We saw that they have the marker outside the door that tells us which one it is. I don't remember which one it is off the top of my head, but we did find that previously. However, we don't know what we need to do with them yet, so I'm going to leave them alone. So now we know that those gold symbols, or those gold panels there with the eye in them, may all have weapons in them. They might just be, ooh, 10 shurikens. They might just be indicators of things that can be moved, because like that central brass tower had one. But there were a couple others that had like indicators similar to that one that implied there might be something behind them, maybe. If that's what that means. Now, I don't think we can actually finish the puzzle over here on the left yet. because we don't actually have a way to get up to the area above us. And I'm kind of going to assume that until we can get up there, we can't do much here. Because, like, this panel here is the full half-step raised, which makes me think it's a button. And this looks like it's covering a door, maybe, because there's that snake pattern there. So, if I had to guess, I would say there's probably some way to access this area from above in order to be able to hit the button on the top. Because there's no way to even open the chest in the first place. Maybe that button does it, but that button is also definitely a trap. So I don't think we can do anything else here for the time being. I don't remember what's in that room at the top right, though. I think it was just a person trying to give us like an ominous... Ooh, that was a terrible jump. Trying to give us an ominous message. Let's get back up to safety so we can heal before I kill myself and have to go back through the water area again. I would like to avoid having to repeat the same exploration content multiple times if I can avoid it. We don't have far to go to get back to the first save station here, but we do have to actually survive long enough to get there. Because here it is, all we have to do is not die to this skeleton, and we'll be okay. Okay, saved. So, we're very low on health, so we could go back up to the surface and heal, but I don't really like that idea. I want to go explore more. Can you scan this? Nope, just a random head. One thing I do want to go check out, now that we're back over here anyway, is there anything new in the Amphisbaena chamber? I think I've already gone past where I need to be for that, though, so let's go back down before I forget where I'm going. Alright. Amphisbaena, time to double check. Oh, we're dead. That's fine. We died, we basically lost no ground because we died right next to where we just saved. So basically nothing bad happened. So, what's happened so far? Yeah, we've killed one boss. We have successfully killed Amphisbaena. And that's actually, we're going right back to that arena right now, because I was a little surprised that we didn't get anything for killing it. So I want to go see now if there is actually anything there and I just missed it. I think we just got another email? How to make bat curry.
It's me. I'm sure you get hungry walking around the ruins. Your father told me that you love curry. Try adding some of those bats that fly around in the ruins. It'll make the curry rich and tasty. Use your whip to kill them and simply dump into a curry pot to stew.
That's a wonderful idea. I'm going to not do that, thank you. Alright, back into the Amphisbaena arena. It does look like it's just some bats in here now, but I didn't kill them the first time, I don't think. So we're gonna kill them this time and see if anything happens in here. I assume it won't. Yeah, nothing. Weird. Alright. I guess there is just nothing left in here after we kill the boss. Fair enough. We have a couple of other options we can go and look at, but I think probably our most interesting one is going back and trying to kill the Catoblepas lion wheel thing that we found in the Sun Temple. Because I think we actually have a means to do it now that we have the shurikens. I don't know how many shurikens we're gonna need, but either way, at least it should be possible now. Let's make our way back up there and see if we can take him out. The nice thing about it is that it's very close to the entrance of the Sun Temple, so... Oh, well, I forgot they can jump up layers. That's fine, we hardly got pushed back anywhere again because we just looped our way back to the same save point we died on, so... Hardly lost any time at all. Here's the room we died in. hopefully we do not die again this time. I'm counting on the green orb healing to bring us back from the brink here. I'm not sure if I'm actually in the right place, though. No, I'm not. I forgot. The Sun Temple access is in the bottom left. There is so much map already, and we've hardly explored anything. It is going to be very easy to get lost in here, I think, once we start accessing all of the areas of the game. We've barely done anything in the Mausoleum of Giants, too. Lots still to go find. Alright. Now, I think I go down again here? That's definitely the wrong way. Falling in that is the trap hole. I can just drop down this trap door, though. That's the door we were looking for there on the right. So now, the angry exploding rats will get themselves out of our way. And we can descend into the Temple of the Sun. Alright. I forgot I only had 1 health. Alright, I guess I'm gonna need to save, or rather heal, because if I keep forgetting I have 1 health by the time I get anywhere, we're gonna have a very annoying time of it. So let's make our way back up to the top, get a quick heal, and then we'll come back down and do something interesting. Because counting on the green orb healing evidently is not working, so let's just do it the easy way. Got a little ahead of myself. It's fine, right? It's fine. Alright. Up and out. All we actually need here is to make it into the healing station. It would be nice if there were more of these scattered around the game. I'm sure there are, I just haven't found them yet, so this is the only one I know how to use. Alright, health refilled. Time to go find a boss again. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with this. Now, that eye orb that left out of the top of the temple, that might be something. Like, that might have gone somewhere, and we need to figure out where that is, potentially. That wouldn't surprise me, as being one of our cues to move forward here. But so far I haven't seen anything that looks different since we killed it, so I don't know if that's necessarily going to actually lead us anywhere. For now, we have plenty of room to go to get back to where we think there is something, so in the meantime, we can just try and get there with a minimum of unnecessary damage. Alright. I hope 52 shurikens is enough. It feels like it's probably a lot, but I have no idea how much damage they do or how many we are likely to need to beat the boss we're coming to fight. Down we go. Blow up the rat, and into the Temple of the Sun with actual health this time. So before we go and fight the boss, we're actually going to go over to the right-hand side, because we want to get this save station so that when we inevitably die on our first try or two against the boss, we can come back here and try it again without having to walk all the way back again. Alright. Now that we've done that, all I need to do is successfully land in the boss arena platform. I think we've done it. Let's fight us a boss. Hello? Okay, we can hurt him. I don't know if we're gonna do a lot of damage to him with the shurikens, But we can hurt him, which is progress over last time. So if you try and go in with the whip, he just kicks you. No idea how many hits this is going to take, though, so I guess we'll find out together. I noticed that the background has a bunch of those statues, which means that I bet you if we miss enough shots, they're going to start shooting us. That's a good incentive to not miss. Come on now. Get back to where I can hit you. Oh! Oh! Yeah! Got a bunch of cash for that. It obviously is not as important as the big main bosses, because we didn't have to destroy an Ankh to be able to do it. But hey, we still got the boss on the first try. First try is a bit of a lie. We've been in that room before and didn't beat him, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take first try credit on that one. What's in the room? This looks like an area transition. This is the Inferno Cavern.
It's me. It's getting hot today. Speaking of hot, lava is also pretty hot. Don't fall in, it'll be very bad. But if you're prepared to face danger and soldier forward, something good might happen. You're still young, just take on the challenge.
Yeah, let's go save so you don't have to fight the boss again. It is interesting how they fill up the boss arenas with regular enemies after you've been through them once. That's both times now we've done it. It's refilled the room. Alright, let's loop our way around here quick. For a quick save. So far, so good. There's our save point. There we go. We lost a little bit of health in the process, but for the save, I'd say it's worth it, because now when we inevitably die by falling into the lava on our second attempt, we will not have to go all the way back and fight the boss. Okay, into the Inferno Cavern. We have a very silly ability. Since we bought the heat-proof computer case already, we will be able to use our computer if we fall in the lava. Something tells me this is just not going to work, though. Oh, they fall. Nice. Hello. Oh, and we're in the lava. Great. Are these fire ants? That would be funny if that was the implication. Ow, they are very tough is what they are. What does this say? Turn left and swing your weapon. Turn right and swing your weapon. The souls of the children long departed shall be awakened. Alright, I'm gonna make a note of that. Attack. Left. Attack. Right. Awaken souls. Don't know what we're gonna need that for yet, but I'm sure we'll need it for something. It's like, obviously this isn't the place, but there undoubtedly will be a place where we need to awaken some souls. Can I land on the hand here? Yes. I'm a little worried about this guy, but I think we can whip him twice from here. I'm gonna assume that left pile of rocks is also gonna break if we touch it, so let's just jump over. Okay, don't like that. That was a trap. That's fine, we're dead, we go back, we try again. This game is all about the death and the try again. Oh, and we fell down the hole in the worst possible way. Hey, Ginger! We are in the process of exploring a little bit further in this time than previously. I'm just gonna reset, it'll be faster than going all the way around the whole trap room again. We've killed 2 bosses now, 1 boss and a mini-boss. So we're already making more progress than our first stream. You saw a few frames of lava. Oh, good. Ugh, I just fell in the same hole. I really hate this jump, it's so mean. If you don't run straight into the room and get the first hit immediately, it's so much more annoying in there. Because, like, if you run down there as soon as possible, it's really easy to kill that one. If you run straight down here and whip, it's really easy to kill both of them. But if you get the timing at all different, it is way more annoying to be able to actually clear those enemies and be able to land on the platform. Very intentionally mean design, I suspect. Alright, into the lava zone. There we go. Now this is gonna fall again if we stand on it for too long, so we're just not gonna do that. Gotta beware of the lava traps. You can actually see that edge around the stone there is not safe. And we got stunned into the lava, so you die instantly. Because staying in the lava for too long definitely kills you. Okay. That's good to know. We can't get hit by anything when we're approaching the lava, because it will just make sure we stay in the lava and are dead. It's fine, we can get back down there pretty fast now. And move into the area proper. We can get a lot of practice at moving around in this place, I think, by the time we're done here. Kill the fire ant. Into this area, we're gonna jump immediately, and I'm just gonna go straight up. Interesting. We got fire vents in the floor and in the ceiling in some places. We've got a mysterious stone here that I can whip, but I don't know what it does. Ow. That was mean. He just stood up and slapped us back down into the lava again. I angered the snakes. I just wanted to get a closer look. Alright, so we don't go and investigate the snakes, we've learned. What does this say? When the snakes are enraged, it shall open. Or we do go bother the snakes. Okay, so the rocks are breakable. Good to know. Coming over here doesn't do anything to the snakes. We probably have to go on their level. My laptop fried from the heat. Well, lucky for us, we have a heat-proof case. There you go. Oh, they shoot homing fire. Maybe not? Unclear. Can I activate the snake with a shuriken so I don't have to be right beside it? Seems like yes. Or no? Unclear. I'm not sure if we have to destroy the bottom statue, or if we're just not doing the right thing to irritate the top statue. Oh, no, there we go. They must both be mad now. We got the map. Okay, time to get out of this bad place, because it's about to fill with fire. Aha, okay, let's leave that. We found the twin labyrinths. It's an exciting new place, which we probably don't want to be in just yet. I don't think we've had a way to save any of the progress we've had since we got here yet. Before I leave this room, I want to try and break the stone in the bottom right there. Aha, bunch of cash. Okay, so the stones are actually the vases of this area. We will come up here if there's a save in this room. There is not a save in this room. We're gonna leave again, because that looks pretty dangerous. Oops. Wow. We amazingly did not fall to our instant death. There doesn't really seem to be a good place for us to stop in here. I want to jump into that left wall and see if there's something cool there, because we can see the path does continue that way, but I don't know how safe it is when we've actually made some progress we don't want to lose and have to do it again. Well, he says that as he falls on a fire ant anyway, so maybe it doesn't make that much of a difference under the circumstances, but let's just go back. Oh, that's mean! That fire vent there that's timed to go off right if you jump straight across without a pause. This game is full of mean traps. I saw that one coming this time, but I could only imagine there'll be a time later where I forget that that is a thing and immediately injure myself on it. Alright. Let's get back to a save point real quick. We've got some new intelligence. We still don't have a lot of items, though. I feel like we're still missing some key pieces to be able to do some of the stuff we need to do. We've learned about some of them. We know kind of that some of these things exist, but not what we need to be able to actually take advantage of them, which is one of the important bits of being able to use an item. Alright, let's go back one more time here into the lava zone and jump across that gap. We may die for the trouble of experimenting with it, but I have a feeling it'll be good for us in the long run to know what's in there. The downside is only having like 16, 13, not a whole lot of health. So if we do get hit by anything on the way across, we will be dead, like falling into lava like that. Nice. This is why we saved. It is very easy to die in this game. It is almost surprisingly long to reload after you die when they know you're going to be dying a lot. I fell down the hole! Alright. Back we go. Get hit by an egg. Gotta hit the bird. Oh, no, we fell in the hole again. This is such a mean room. It's just a tiny little piece of combo there, but if you walk into any of the attacks, it stuns you, so you fall down the hill. If you're not fast enough, you don't hit them, which means that you don't make it across, and you do get knocked down the hill anyway. Mean combo. Alright. We ignore Sonic, and we just go straight for the objective. Perfect. These fire ants give much experience? That one gave no experience. Fair enough. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time and just immediately leave this area to avoid having to deal with the mine enemy. I'm gonna drop on this platform and just yeet ourselves into the void. It's gonna start chasing us so we can jump back away again. Nice. Alright. Ow. I would love to kill this ant, but it is being very rude. Looks like you can actually whip the fire, though, so that's interesting. Oh, I thought that was going to be a trap, but it turned out it was maybe a delayed trap. Stick to the walls. Once the flames die down, kick off the walls and proceed. We don't have a way to kick off of walls. That tells me there's going to be like a wall jumping item that we don't have yet. Stick to walls. Wall jump. Once flames die. Don't know how useful that's going to be, but we don't have a wall jump yet. There's another one of those symbols. Still don't know how to do anything with them. Looks like I can't whip that from this height. That's a mean little combo there. You've got a fire ant destroying the floor and a skeleton bombarding you with bones. There we go. Now what? Okay, so yeah, we would need to be able to get that stone out, and the only way to get that is by jumping down that column successfully, which presumably it's telling us we need the wall jumps for.
There is more to this land than meets the eye. It is a pivotal location. Trade a different path, and then return to this land again.
I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot that one, because I think we're gonna need that little map for something. Okay, what do we have in here? I guess I can only go right now. Most of the rest of this is not really traversable. Progression goes well, May. We've already entered a couple of new areas, beat a boss and a half. We're getting places. I'm about to jump in a hole to my death, though. There's a shop at the top there, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get there anytime soon. Yeah, they knew exactly where I was going to jump. And they made there be no ground there. Lovely. Yeah, this game is designed in a way where the things that you're going to do in the process of trying to figure out what to do are always explicitly the wrong thing. So we can go back into the lava zone, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get a whole lot out of there. It does seem like we might have what we need, but the further we go, the more stuck in the zone we are. It might be good to see if we can do something else with what we have already. I don't know if our shurikens really gave us access to anything new that we didn't previously have a chance to go and deal with. Because, like, there's this thing. I don't think this is going to be any different, though. Yeah, just trying to attack through this still gets me shot. So that's no good. I suspect that that central column has an item in it. I just don't know how to get to it. I'm going to try this again a couple more times. I think what it's trying to tell us to do is to shoot a shuriken through this gap so that it hits this statue. I'm gonna try it a couple more times. If it doesn't work, then we're just gonna bail out of this. I wanted to do it before, but we didn't really have a good reusable melee ranged weapon that we could try it with. So now that we do, I think experimenting with that makes sense. The only downside is how incredibly fragile we are. If I get hit by anything before we make it there, we die in one hit. Thankfully it's close, but it's still not ideal. Especially not with that egg right there, which I have now hit both times. Okay, only final try here. Aha! I think that actually may be a thing. We hit it twice, so we probably have to hit it 3 times. Most of the things in this have been hit 3 times. It's just very precise. We could try using our gun instead, too. That might not be a terrible idea. Stinking egg! Alright, well, we're back down to only 1 health. And I'm dead. Alright. We can try again with the gun. The gun might be better, but the problem we have with that is the same problem we had before. The gun has very limited ammo. So if we aren't careful, we're going to use it all up and then be stranded. I think what I really need to do is figure out how long to hold the jump button to get into the right position. No, I'm dead again. It is very finicky. We have a very narrow space to try and fire through. The reason I think that is definitely the answer is because there's a statue here that also says, like, take aim. It basically explicitly says shoot through the gap. Aim and shoot, yeah. So I have a feeling that aim and shoot is what we're supposed to be doing. Hey, we got it. Now all I need to do is take no damage from anything so we don't die after having made that shot. We have a button down here and another button right beside it. A new weapon! I got shot by the statue! Ah! I had no idea he was gonna shoot there. That's rude. Usually they only attack if you actually antagonize them. But this time, no, it just decided to murder us. Alright, well, all we have to do is successfully fire a bunch of shurikens through that gap again. And we'll be good to go, right? There we go. Third hit takes him out. Now we have full health, so if the statue decides to murder us, it won't kill us outright. Are you gonna shoot? Yeah, you are, jerk. Now, in order to loop our way back around to get the item, we're gonna have to come in from the other side. Don't know what this thing is, but it is apparently a knife. Can't wait to see how useful the sword will be. Is there degradation in this? So, the shields have degradation. This is a main weapon, though. Oh, wow. It is very fast, but extremely short range. This seems like a terrible idea. Alright, what's in here? You may buy. A new kind of shuriken we don't have yet. A javelin? Don't know what that is. And that software is called Text Tracks. I found it on the ground. Fine, I'll take it. Many thanks. What does Text Tracks do? Boonamon? Apparently it's called Boonamon. Text saving software. Press the save message button when text is being displayed and it will be saved. Oh, okay. So this should let us... yes. This lets us save probably the text documents that we find in the world. We're probably going to need to have more than 10, but it's good to know that we have it now. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Oh, you can record anything. Interesting. Well, that's good to know, at least. I don't know if I can easily get back to save, though, and we're definitely going to want to save now that we've just got ourselves a new item in our permanent unlocks. So let's go and make sure that happens. And this definitely isn't a room? It is a room. My name is Mulbruck. By order of the four philosophers, I, Mulbruck, await the Strong One. Under the divine protection of Isis, my life is preserved in an eternal slumber. In accordance with the ancient contract, I shall lend my powers to the one who awakens me. I don't think we have anything that can awaken them. Well, that's what that does. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to come back here once we figure out how to wake them up. Maybe with that thing underneath the room. In order to proceed here, we've got to drop down the hole again, so let's do that. And make our way back up again. It's a little bit roundabout, but it'll make sure that we get to save, and we don't have to do all of that sharpshooting shenanigans a second time. I'm curious about that room full of plinths, though. I don't know how we get in there. It's below the only room that we know how to access on this side. like, you can see on the map, there's actually no room below here officially. So obviously it has to be one with some kind of secret entrance. I'm just not sure what the secret entrance would be. Strange. Either way, let's save. Don't want to have to do that again. If we just drop down from here again... I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with this cart, but I don't want to drop it down to the bottom like I did last time. Something tells me that was not the right move. This time, we're gonna try and come back over here. Now, yep. I feel like there's something hidden behind that sun mask. I don't know for sure, but my curiosity tells me there probably is. We've been into the room in the top right here. I don't remember what was in it, but we have been there. This room over here has the mirror in it. We have to flood this room. I don't think we know how. And if we attack anything in here, we get hit, so I don't think we have means to do this yet. What else is there in this area that we have access to? There's another hidden area here, too. Because if you're on that top layer, it implies that you should be able to get behind the statue, but there's no area to access behind the statue that we've been able to see. At the top of the pyramid, it also implied there was an inverted pyramid, but we've explored underneath here, and there is no inverted pyramid. So one thing that I want to go check out while we have an opportunity here is just, if we go back up to the top of the pyramid, what else is all this about? Because this says the path that connects the two pyramids. We can see there's two symbols there, and the path underneath did open, but there's not another pyramid under there. Like, the map doesn't do that. The three tiles, like this shape of tiles. You see the mouse here? I don't know if you can see the mouse here. No, it doesn't look like you can. The tile that we're in, and the three... Oh, no, you can. It worked. The three underneath it are the pyramid, and there's not another set of those below us. Oh! Oh! This is gonna kill us if we're underneath it, isn't it? Well, we damaged something. Whoa! Well, I found it. I found the other pyramid. There's a blue eye here, so if I attack anything, we're dead. What is happening in here? There's like a door at the top there, maybe? I'm dead. Alright. Let's get back in that pyramid then. Try and do it with a bit more health, and we'll see if we can find something interesting. I don't know if I died because I hit the whip button at all, or if I died because I was in the... like I hit the vase or the wall, or if there's some other circumstance it was looking for. Traditionally, those angry eyeballs that attack you when you do something wrong attack you mostly when you break something or attack something you're not supposed to. So it's entirely possible that it had nothing to do with the fact that I attacked, and was just to do with the fact that I attacked at something they didn't want me to break yet. But it's hard to know for sure. We're just gonna loop our way back around, jump over the hedgehog here so we don't take the unnecessary damage this time. Sneak under him. Sneak in here. It would be nice to kill some bats and get some more experience orbs to hopefully level up our health again by filling that little blue bar, but I don't know if that's going to actually happen here. We do not want to push our luck and take damage. That would be much worse. Alright, let's get in the eye again. The reason I thought we might be able to do this is just because there are no angry blue eyes here to penalize us for messing with this whole thing. Now, before we go up there this time, I want to come down on this side and see if anything actually damaged anything down here. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, unfortunately, there goes a bit of my health, but it doesn't actually look like anything changed. Now, we did get a series of clues there that were basically saying something about, like, inside the man, inside the woman. The moon here has long eyelashes, so this might be considered as inside the woman compared to the sun, which had a more masculine face. So it might just be that you can't attack at all inside here. I don't remember exactly what the words on the message said, but off the top of my head, I am thinking maybe the secret is just do not attack at all. If you want to be in here, you can only dodge things. Also, look at that creepy wall on the outside. Love that. The sound of the ocarina may be heard only by a woman with child. Okay. I'll make a quick note of that one. We could probably save some of these messages too, but for now, I'm just probably going to write that down. We're going to try not to attack anything, because I think that's the secret here. Anything we attack is going to cause problems. I can't turn around in the air. Oh, I can! I can turn around in the air enough to get over that ledge. Now that we're not inside, we should be able to attack. I believe the restriction on attacks is just if you are inside the pyramid. And since we are no longer inside the pyramid, we can attack freely. Don't know what's up with this mirror. Or these wall bugs. Ah, okay, that opens the ladder to move onwards. We'll come back to that, I think. We have a sign over here worth reading. Those seeking Eden, open the 5 boxes. Mind thy manners, and open them, starting with the one closest. If I save this, does it actually save the picture also? Or is it only the text? It does save the picture. Okay. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. This might be the one closest, but I don't know if this is actually talking about this area even. Well, let's look around here a little bit more and see what else there is. There's a save point, but it is a long way away, it seems. We only have 10 health left, and there's a lot of angry bats in here. We are very close to a health refill. If we can get a little bit of health experience, we'll be golden. Otherwise, we will be dead. There's a little hole there on the left-hand side. I think I'm just going to go down and try and grab the checkpoint. Save this in a new file just to be safe. What does this say? Behold the Temple of Moonlight. It is the sanctuary of lovely women. Alright, I'll take your word on that. It does dump us back into the level, so we can move on from here. I don't think we can get up there, though. I wonder if you have to, like, balance on top of that rock in order to cross that gap. Like, if you can stand on the rock guy while he moves. We are running a little low on weights, so we gotta be careful, because otherwise we might actually wind up getting trapped in one of these places. Now, okay. That message we saw above that indicates the boxes, there are a bunch of just crates there now that I'm looking again. So it's probably talking about those. We have to open them in a certain order. But I don't know what that order is. We'll have to find some more clues to be able to figure out what it wants us to do from there. There's also a mysterious something here. What is this? Don't know. Doesn't interact. There's another weight. Thank you very much. Let's find out where this goes. Looks like it's an area transition. This takes us back into the twin labyrinths. I don't think we want to be in here still. I like the, like, Triton in the background. Poseidon. Resembles Poseidon, the god of the sea from Greek mythology. The designs do not belong to any known civilization. What do we have over here? The alligator is too low to the ground, and I cannot hit him. Let's reset that, and can I stab him instead? Okay, I understand what the knife is for now. The knife is for stabbing alligators, in case you ever wondered. Hey, full health! So yeah, if anyone ever asks you what a knife is for, now you know. The statue of Buranun, a statue of twins said to be the last surviving descendants of the first child. On their back is an etching of the number 3 in the script of La-Mulana. Well, we better record that one then, shouldn't we? We are gonna have to learn how to count in La-Mulanese, aren't we? Is that in the message, what the picture looks like? Nope. Alright, we're gonna need to make some notes here. Flip open a new page, I guess, for this. We'll do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0? I don't know how many of these things we're gonna need, but let's make a quick note of what the 3 is supposed to look like, because we're probably gonna need that later. It looks like, to me, it is like a little vertical line in the top left corner, followed by a slightly longer vertical line that then loops around to the right, kind of like an N, but ends below where it started, and there's another little extra offshoot heading off to the northeast, about halfway down the descent on the right-hand side of the N. I don't know if I need all of that for the number 3, but we've got it either way. Alright. Those are some weird-looking fellas. There's a save in there. I like how the record this conversation dialogue box came up, even though we had nothing to record. There was no dialogue. Behold the twin labyrinths. The souls of the twins dwell here. Save again. Got another message. Alternate use for the Holy Grail.
It's me. Emails are getting to be a hassle. The Holy Grail is great for warping through the normal world, but you probably want to start warping in the alternate world as well. As I recall, the wavelength sent out from a certain piece of the game software reacts with the Holy Grail. If you load that software, you should be able to warp into the alternate world as well.
So apparently there's supposed to be a warping ability. we don't have the Holy Grail, so we don't have the ability to warp right now. So that's a funny message to receive. Yeah, if this is an alternate twin labyrinth that actually doesn't connect to the one... Oh, dang. To the one that I know, we might have a hard time getting out of here. Because I've gone pretty far into this area now. Like, this actually seems to be a one-way trap. I hope I didn't just softlock myself by falling in here. But I definitely might have. Because the game seems to think we can teleport, and we can't teleport. I mean, this is looking pretty soft-locky. Maybe killing all the enemies will change something, but I'm not counting on that. No, nothing changed. I think we're stuck. Oh no, you can just walk through there. Okay, we're good. It is kind of funny to me that sometimes it's hard to tell whether or not something is a hole or a block, but you know what? It's fine. What's up here? The Big Brother's shop is for more exclusive clientele. The Little Brother's shop is for regulars. Well, it looks like there's a shop at the top here, so let's go see what it's all about. Oh, that's a wall. This is not a door. It looks like a door, but it is not one. Okay. Let's land here before we go through the gap. There's a door up there as well. The power to stop time. For thine eyes only will time flow. Even things too quick to be seen will become visible. Well, the power to stop time would be handy, but we don't have that. So, let's keep rolling. Are we talking invisible platforms in here? Are we talking you just make a really big jump? The Dolphin Combat Vehicle. A mural depicting a combat vehicle being pulled by dolphins. Heck yeah. Poseidon knew where it was at. Everyone is jealous of his dolphin combat vehicle. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything else we can do in that room. Let's swing around to the other side real fast. And take a look on the right-hand side. There's another one of these door-looking things that's not a door. Other than that, though, it looks like there's not a whole lot of stuff we can do in here. Maybe I can jump onto that top platform, but that looks like it's just out of reach for me. Even if I can stay on the platform, which I am having difficulty doing. Oh, no, we're going down the hole, because I fell. Oh! Falling on the button activated the elevator. That's a classic Link to the Past situation there. Uh-oh. Link to the Past. I meant Ocarina of Time situation there. It's a Deku tree. Oh, we got creepy little blue ghost friends. No, I don't like this. I don't like the creepy blue ghost friends. Also, we are not equipped to fight this guy. We're dead. Okay, well, we found something cool, but I think maybe not the place that we should be trying to go. Let's see if we can get out of here. It may be more of an ordeal than we otherwise would have thought. There's the alternate use for the Holy Grail message. We can't do anything with the Holy Grail, so we keep rolling. There was nothing we could actually do up here. But I do want to... Oh, I think I died twice? Rude. I do want to swing over this way and see if we can just push the button again. And see if, before we get up there... I have a feeling this is either just going to reset the elevator so we can use it again in the future, but it also might let us grab some extra loot. It's just a wait. Oh, that's fine. We'll grab that and we will get out. Back into the Temple of Moonlight. Now, we are very low on weights, so we have to be careful about that. If we don't let ourselves replenish the supply somewhere, we're going to get stuck in one of these rooms and be unable to go back. But I think, for now, we're going back into the pyramid. Yeah. Oh, we're on the other side. The spooky side. Well, I can die in here. I don't think we can get back up, though. So die it is, I guess. This is just a hole into which we are not allowed to access yet. Let's go ahead and reload that. And this time we don't fall down the death trap hole. You die and you learn. We do have a lot of health as long as we don't get hit by this guy too many times. Let's just go ahead and swap our weapons here real quick. Does he do the same thing with this weapon? Yeah, he does. I keep forgetting there's a wall there. I can barely see it. Oh! Interesting. He may do the same thing when you attack him with other weapons, but he definitely reacts more strongly to being attacked with the dagger. The whip barely seems to do anything to him. We're just gonna get out of here while we have some health left, because we'd like to live. So it looks like maybe certain enemies have different weapon damage type weaknesses. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not yet, but it could be, based on what we've seen so far. So how did we actually get out of the mountain, then? I'm pretty sure we climbed out through a hole in the floor. And if that's... Oh, I went back in the same hole! I hate this so much. Is this just a death trap? There's really no way out of here? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like there's a way out. I guess we die again. It's lame, but I don't see how else we can get out of there. The really annoying thing is having to do this bit again every time. Alright, over we go. Stab the alligator. Land on the other alligator for kicks. Oh. Get attacked by angry music. And make our way back down. Because if one of the requirements of being able to make it through this area is actually having access to the Grail, for example, we don't have that, so that's going to be a problem. It looks like maybe the dagger just does 2 damage for every hit, compared to the whip, which would be interesting. Can't push that, it's not actually a block. We can come up here, and we did get a clue about this, but I don't know if I want to mess with these. Because once you touch a wooden box, I don't think you can close them again. So if we get the order wrong, we might just lose access to whatever that is forever. So I'm hesitant to mess with it. But I'm also unclear how we can get back into the world we know now. There's like a path here that would take us down, but there's no way to get to it. None of this is interactable. so I'm unclear what we're doing from here. Can't interact with this thing either. This is our last weight. And I think we need more weights to get out of this room, so I think we might actually be soft-locked now. I mean, I could be wrong, but like, we're actually just stuck in this tunnel here. There's no way out of this little hallway. Huh. Okay, then. We may have gotten ourselves into some big trouble. If we have to go back to the Temple of Sun here, we have that save file still available. But we might be really stuck in here. At least as far as this particular save file is concerned. Because I don't know if we have a whole lot of other options here. Back into the ice zone. Yeah, there's only like 2 rooms in here. And if we don't have a weight, it takes 2 weights to get out of this room. I can stab the face, but it doesn't do anything. There's no shops we can access from here. Weirdly enough, you can't scan that. Is there anything else we can possibly do from this point? If there is, I'm not sure what it would be. We can try and open the boxes, I guess, since we have to reload anyway if we get stuck. We might as well mess with them. But I don't even know if we can actually get to them. Based on where our starting position is. Because we can't... Oh yeah, we can get over there. So we can drop down onto that floor and get to the boxes. Maybe that'll give us something useful. If it doesn't, I think we have to reset, because we just don't have the things we would need to be able to continue from there. Alright, so we gotta drop down 1 layer, like so. Now that message specifically said to start from the closest. So I'm gonna assume it means the closest to the chest. There was a ladder underneath me and I just didn't see it this whole time. I am very clever. Okay, maybe the knife doesn't open boxes. Let's try the whip. Maybe the whip doesn't open boxes either. What are we doing? We have to make this guy roll into the boxes? No? Seems like he's immune when he's in orb form. Well, okay, I can't open these anyway, so it actually doesn't matter. Alright, I am going to call it. We are now soft-locked. We are going to have to load back before we came into this area. We don't have enough weights to go back into the other parts of the Moonlight area, and we have no way out of the Moonlight area through other means. Back we go! I think we have now successfully learned we can access some interesting things around here, but the game does not want us to do that yet. So, We've got a knife now, so that might make a difference for things back previously. I'm not convinced it does, but it might. Is there anything else in here that we haven't finished yet? I think we've cleared most of these rooms pretty reasonably. There's the room with the treasure chest over on the west side that we don't know how to actually, like, leave with the treasure yet. But I think other than that, we've mostly gotten the stuff we can out of here. There's definitely still a couple of puzzles in this guidance area. But I'm not sure if they make much substance at this point. Well, let's go back around and take a quick look-see, though. Hop our way down. We've obviously covered a lot of ground with regards to figuring out what this stuff is going to mean. We learned one of the numbers, which we're probably going to need later. But that stuff isn't necessarily immediately valuable to us. This is just an ominous person, yeah. We already did that, so I don't think we need to worry about his message anymore. That blue chest still hasn't been opened because somehow we need to be able to access from off the side here. My current theory is that that mossy tile on the left-hand side might be breakable. So I'm going to experiment with that in a second here. No, doesn't seem breakable. There's got to be some way to make our way over there, though. How else can we go left from here? There's possibly a switch here, maybe? No, it's just part of the scenery. Non-interactable. Alright. Let's make our way down again. If there's a way up from here, that might also do it, but it doesn't look like there is. We can go down into the Mausoleum of Giants again, so that might be a good place for us to go back and explore now that we've gotten a bit further, we've got a bit more equipment, we have a ranged weapon. That might be our next best bet. That's where we stole our Hermes boots. We might be able to do more with it now. I do love the music everywhere we go in this game. Alright. What does this say again? We were unable to fill the Great Mother's wishes. Now I too, the last remaining of us, are due for a long slumber. Right. There's a bunch of order of operations answers in here that tell us what happened to the giants and in what order. If we read that marker in the top right of the room, we just die outright. It has warned us that we can only ever read it once. So I'm just going to drop down the hole and see what happens. Ouch. What do we have down here? I think we have been down here as well. There's another one of those eye statues that's definitely covering something up. Don't know what, though. There's a save point, so we can save if we go through here. Alright, let's save at the checkpoint here. And back around we go. I don't remember what's in that little shop, but I think that's where we bought the lava-proof case. No, it's where we bought the Hermes boots. Alright, well let's buy another set of weights, just so we don't run out. What does this say? A blanket of countless stars spread over body, falling into a deep slumber. Yeah, we got that before. I don't know if we've ever gone right here, though, so let's go around this rotating fella. Oh yeah, it's just a wall. We have to come in from the other side. You're very close to death right now. I really need a bit more reach for those roly-poly fellas, otherwise they're much more likely to hit us when they jump at us. Or I just jump into them like a fool. We need a tiny bit of experience to refill our health, so if we're lucky, this battle drops some and we'll be able to get a nice full heal out of it. Hey, there it is. We need a single experience to get full health, in fact. We're gonna swing down to the bottom left, because I don't think we've ever gone that way. Well, I went all the way down that way, and we got some new mail.
It's me! You need to come by more often! Now then, there are switches in these ruins that will activate puzzles when stepped on. If you see a section of floor that's kinda raised up, it's a switch. If you see, sometimes just standing on them won't do nothing, meaning you need more weight. In those cases, try landing on them from somewhere high up, or jump and stomp.
Now, we did figure that out in the other area there, where we needed to drop on it from orbit. There's 2 readable signs in this room, but it's going to be hard for me to get over to them with this army of slime frogs in the way. Alright, what does this one say? Oh no! It's a big list! I'm gonna add this to my list of numbers here. Actually, I'm just gonna save this one. It's too long. I'm gonna use the item button and record this conversation. That's a long one. I think I'm just gonna want it in here. Amazing. Alright. Once that platform comes back down, we can check over to the right-hand side and see what's going on over there. We could probably get to that one more easily, actually, because it has ladders going up to it, but this is just safer. In order to return the Mother to the heavens, Bado, Migala, Leto, and Futo built a flying tower. Alright, let's get down to the bottom right this time. Ah! This is that arcane kind of symbol we saw before. I bet you, if I had bothered to remember what that thing looked like, I would know an arrangement of this puzzle. But I did not know I was going to need to know that. So I do not know what it looked like.
Seems like for this contraption, you need to land on the floating platform with a lot of power. It won't budge if you don't jump from high enough. Proof? I jump about as good as a stone, so when I hopped onto the platform, I slipped and fell to my death. How's that for proof?
Great. The celestial bodies lie within. Control the celestial bodies, and even time may be shifted. Interesting. There's also like a... Yeah, I guess there's nothing there. It's just a weird effect on some of the tiles here. It says hit it hard enough and something will happen. Do I actually have to drop on it from out of the room? I don't think I can, because I can't jump off the ladders. And landing on it from higher doesn't seem to actually do anything. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not relevant to this particular instance. I don't know what we are supposed to do with it, but not that. The youngest socket tread his own path. He put a key on Leto's body, falling into slumber with his powers in hand. Interesting. There are a lot of ghosts in here, which would make sense. It is a mausoleum. Although, it is a mausoleum of giants. And these ghosts aren't that big, but okay, you can't stand on the fists. I did wonder about that too. Okay. Is he gonna do that every time? Nope, he's just chilling out there. You scan these? Nope. Interesting. There's another area transition there. We can just break the fists, though. Oh, you can slap the ghosts, too! Looks like it just repositions them, but you can do it. What does this say? We are the second race, born of the Great Mother. We were created in order to return the Mother to the heavens. Let me tell you the sad tale of our race. The race began with 9 brothers. That's a lot of brothers! So we're gonna have to know how all 9 of them died and in which order, aren't we? Let's go ahead and just record that one too. That feels like it's a lot of details. We know Abuto is the last one. The Endless Corridor. This sounds like the Infinite Corridor. The classic Castlevania thing. A little infinite vase there for you. I don't know why there are angry flowers in the Infinite Corridor, but there aren't any in this room anymore. Let's swing back around to the bottom left here and see what this sign says. Call forth the dragon that sleeps in this land. Follow the true flow, and the answer shall be entrusted to the dragon. Okay. Understood. I don't know if understood is really the right word there, but I listened. Now we got an indicator that I think is telling us there's a shop in this room. That was that twinkle we got when we entered the area. But, again, needs one of these seals to be solved in order to actually access it, so I don't think we really have anything new here. Same rooms, no matter how far I go. So that's what they meant by the corridors being endless. Does it just repeat the same 2 rooms, or how many rooms are we repeating here? Don't know yet, but I'm sure we'll find out shortly. I do like how the skeletons that do different things actually have slightly different face designs. This is obviously the key where the dragon is. You can see it's even painted on the wall in a different color, and it has the keyhole with the infinity symbol above it. So they're trying to make that pretty obvious. We have a checkpoint here, so we might as well save it. Behold the endless corridor, a long, endless path. Save in a new file, just to make sure we don't accidentally soft lock ourselves again. There's a door on the right, but I'm guessing it just takes you back to the start again. I don't know how we can open this chest. Just in case it's relevant, we'll kill all the bad guys, but I don't think that's ever the right answer. What we are going to do is come down to the bottom floor and go see if there's anything interesting here. If we just stay here for a minute, does anything happen? No. There is a keyhole beneath the diagram that signifies endlessness. Yeah. I see that, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay, that's fine. Let's go in the little door here first. Oh my, you're a human. I'm the queen of the fairies that live in these ruins. The 4 philosophers instructed us to help the humans who visit here, and thus we have been waiting. My fellow fairies will help you, but first you must prove that you're worthy of our powers. Find Isis's pendant, which lies somewhere in these ruins. Bring the pendant to me. Only then shall we be able to help you. Would you like to hear that once more? No, I'm good. Then good luck on your search for the pendant. Okay, so somehow we have to get Isis's pendant in order to get fairy help.
Fairies, yo! What's up? It's me. Apparently, there's a race called fairies still living in the ruins, yo! They will only help the one that holds the right treasure, that's right! So maybe you should search for the treasure first, know what I'm saying? Look at the map, and if there are rooms with suspicious names, just check it out, yo!
Great. We don't have a map, first of all. But thank you for the instruction. So presumably we're going to be looking for something that has, like, the Isis chamber. Because that's the god we're looking for. Yeah, let's reset us back to the start of the endless corridor. Can I just leave through the right now? Yes. Yeah, it is very how do you do, fellow kids, isn't it? So I'm going to assume, then, that the Isis chamber is probably in the Temple of the Sun. I don't have a real strong reason to think that yet, but I do. So let's make our way back over there, because right now this section of the Mausoleum of Giants doesn't seem like it has a whole lot more we can actually do with it. We know that there's this machine down here, so if I can one day remember what there was in that room, we can come back here and tweak the device into maybe a useful pattern. But until then, I don't know how we're going to be able to get anything out of it, so... let's climb back up. Now, I do believe I fell through a room here that might have something useful in it. There's a path to the right, at least. What does this say? Zebu would not budge, for he was the one who sustained the land. But the rest of them split into two sides and continued the battle. I don't know what battle they're talking about here, because we haven't actually found any clues that tell us about a conflict, but I'm sure we'll find out with time. Alright. There was one area where I managed to do a little jump around a corner, but I don't seem to be able to do it again. I don't know exactly what the trick was. These guys look very serious, though. Those who plunder the red shall never escape. Okay. Don't know what that is specifically saying to warn us about plundering. But the red something is apparently a bad idea. This is interesting. It's a ladder that we can't actually get to, because ladders, you can't grab them from the air. You can only grab them when you're standing directly next to them. Strange. Maybe he has to, like, go down on one knee and put the hand forward so you can stand on his hand? That wouldn't surprise me. Can I get around behind him and make him reposition like that? No, doesn't seem like we can, but it might be possible just in a different way. Zebu the Firstborn was holding up the land and thus unable to move. So that's a little bit more information about Zebu. Let's smash this pot here. Some free cash. What do we have here? Just a headless statue. We found another area transition, for what good that'll be worth. Strength lies at the foot of Futo. But which one is Futo? Okay, so we know that there's an item at the feet of one of these statues now, but we'd have to be able to identify which one Futo is to be able to do that. Now, I'm gonna quickly pause this for a second and check some of the notes that I saved from previously to see if one of them labels Futo for anything. We got Zebu, we got Sakit, we got Lido, Babo and Miguelo. So Fudo is one of the ones who built the flying tower. We know that about them. What do we know about... Bado was the one who slept. We know one of them got stabbed through the stomach. Ribu lay down to rest. Magilla carried the lake and then died. Yeah, I don't think we know what happened to Futo, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for more information about him specifically. Because I don't think I have any records of that specific giant in any of the messages we've found so far. Let's go take a look down here first and see what we find. This is the Twin Labyrinths again. That's interesting. So now we've entered the Twin Labyrinths from 3 different areas. One of them is probably in like an alternate universe Twin Labyrinths, but still. The twins were the sole survivors of the first child. The hero of the third child captured them, and thus obtained the wisdom of the first child. I don't know what to make with that yet, but we'll find out. I'm sure later I'll need to know what happened to all the children. We have another exit here. Where does this take us? Oh, this is the same area. Just lower in it. It looked like an area transition from the way that that thing was shaped, but I guess it wasn't. I am dying. Too many bats! Too many bats! Too many bats. Is this a door in the top? I don't think so, but I'm gonna try. It is not a door. I like the tiny little blue eye there in the ceiling, too. Very weird. No message for us there. Knifed alligator to death. Now, this is where we came from, right? No, we are now in a maze of some kind. We are no longer looping directly from location to location. Let's see if we can figure out where we're going next then. Oh! We can break their guard with the dagger. That's interesting. Again, this is another thing we cannot interact with. Let's go up again. Okay. This is the alligator room again. With the bats. Go down this one. This looks like maybe the one we used to get in. I'm a little unclear what exactly we're trying to accomplish here. I cannot leave through this door. Alright. We are now trapped in a maze. The Twin Labyrinths are now actually standing up to the name of Labyrinths. The really mean part is that it's respawning the enemies every time, and we are very low on health. Let's go back up this way and see what that does for us. Aha! We actually found a Ankh gem. And exploding rats, and a battle walrus? I don't know what to call that thing, but I'm gonna go with battle walrus for now anyway. Oh! That was mean! It was actually just bats. I didn't have enough health to survive the surprise attack of actually just bats. Okay, that puts us back a long way, doesn't it? That puts us back all the way in the endless corridor. Okay. That's mean. I don't remember if we actually got this message yet, so I'm gonna come in here and get this really fast. Alright. We need Isis Pendant, we know that. Let's see if we can get out of here. I guess the fastest way is just to go back through the left door, and then using that to warp you around, we go back out the right door. Unfortunately, we have to go all the way back through this mausoleum again. Dope and dopey? Exactly. Aha! Is there really a way to just put a weight in every foot and see what happens? Yes. Amazing. That's not what I wanted to do, but I'm gonna just do it now that we figured out you can. Alright. Did not mean to actually do anything with that one as I went past it, but you know, that's just what happens sometimes. Now, I don't remember if I actually saved this or not, so we need to go look at it again. Nope, it was not one we put in our specific list of saves. That went into my other resources. You really can just stick a... Aha! That opened the box. I feel like we really brute forced the heck out of that, but you know what? Sometimes brute force still gets the job done. It's a blue orb again. Is that gonna give us more max health? Yes! 96 health. Sacred orb acquired. That's the fairy's yo message still. It said there was a new message, but it doesn't look like there actually was. Alright though. A little bit of brute force did us some very good here by maxing out our HP by another significant chunk. Having more health is always nice. Let's get back down here into the awful place. Don't know why I'm determined to spend more time in the Infinite Corridor. Or in the Labyrinth, rather. But it does seem like there's probably something good in here. And now I know where we were supposed to get out from. Let's loop away back into the room we found previously, because it looks like it is a fixed map. There are nasty little tricks in it, but if you know which doors you've gone in, you can manipulate what it's going to give you next, from what I can see here. So, let's just spawn the 7,000 bats. I don't know if killing them is going to actually do anything for us. Oh wow. I did not know where that guy went. He went up into the ceiling and then stabbed me. Thankfully, with the extra health, we have a little bit more room to maneuver here. This last bat is being very annoying. Okay, up and to the right now, please. Up to the left, rather. This is back in the slime room. Yeah, we definitely want the knife for this room, because all of these enemies are weak to knife. And we love that for us. So I don't remember where I went last time. I think I went back up and left. So we're gonna go down and right this time and see what's in that room. This is the skeletons. This is where we started. Okay. There are angry blue eyeballs in here, so there's obviously something that's wrong to do, but I don't know what that is. If we just go straight back up, takes us to there. We go straight back down again. Where does that take us? Multiple bats room. If we go right in multiple bats room, Is that anything interesting? I think we might have gone that way already. But let's go that way again now and just check. Well, first, is this a door? It is! The helmet! Okay, we actually have enough money to buy the helmet. The helmet is a big deal. This accesses us a couple of different things. Let's buy a couple more of these, too, so we don't run out of them when we need them. Now all we have to do is make it out of here alive. But we found ourselves the helmet now, which incidentally doesn't seem to go on our head. But it means we can now jump through waterfalls safely. So that means we can do something back in the opening area. There was a treasure there we can go find. And we can actually probably do more in the water zone where we originally discovered the waterfalls. Well, not originally, but where we discovered the waterfalls. That's the same trap Ankh as before. What happens if I go back down here? Well, there's another shop in this area too then. Let's see what this sign says first though. Okay, more details on the eras. In the first age of the sun, we were destroyed by flood. In the second age of the sun, the fourth child was destroyed by the god of the wind. In the third age of the sun, the fifth child was destroyed by the god of fire. In the fourth age of the sun, the sixth child was destroyed by a rain of blood and fire. The seventh child disappeared from their era of their own accord, thus arrived the fifth age of the sun. Ye, the eighth child, shall be destroyed in 2015. Well, you're a little bit late for that, unfortunately. I like your enthusiasm, though. What's in here? Big Brother's shop. This is the Dragon Bone. Take this to the Shrine of the Mother. We need a lot more money to buy the Dragon Bone. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that in here right now. We'll probably be able to find some money, but I don't know about that much money. Can we go in any of these side doors yet? Nope, and attacking them does shoot us with lightning. Okay, well at least we found this room now. It looks like we can actually just go down there from the opening area to get here, which is pretty handy. I don't think there's anything in any of these other bits and pieces rooms that we still need, unless we can somehow accumulate enough wealth, but given that we already spent the money we earned from these pots the first time around, I don't think they're gonna give us $100 more in here. We're gonna look around and find out, I don't suspect it will do that. Yeah, Eisen, we've been on a couple of adventures. I don't know when you left, but we actually managed to get ourselves soft-locked in an area, so we had to reset the whole game because we could not get out by normal means. There's been all kinds of adventures happening in here. Let's check all of our money pots. Just in case I hadn't destroyed them yet. Oh, there's a couple we haven't broken. We might be able to get $100 here before we have to leave. I think I've done all these ones, though. Have I checked you? Yeah. We'll peek around a little bit more, because if there is more money to be had here, that'd be good. But I think this leaves the zone now if we leave through this one. It does. Okay. So that is consistently the exit. You were asleep, so you missed the soft lock? Yeah. Yeah, we've had some adventures here. You left when we were wishing to jump through waterfalls? Well, yeah, that's a good time to come back then, because we literally just got the ability to do that. Thanks to our helmet. This knife is really bad for fighting bats. I think we're not going to be able to get enough money here. These guys are dropping so little now. It's not really going to be worth it trying to farm the rest we need. That's Helmet Friend. Was it this way and then down again? It's so easy. Yeah, this is the Big Brother's shop. With the jumpy friends. That's the first stage sign. Oh boy. The knife definitely has its uses, and it also has its weaknesses. Yeah, so we have 75 coins here, but we need to get to 100 if we want to buy the Dragon Bone before we leave, so I just don't think that's gonna happen. I would love to, but the amount of grinding we'd have to do to be able to get that right here is probably not a great use of our time. We'll have to come back here, but the real problem is that it feels like this twinned labyrinth is not connected to other places. Maybe it is, like maybe we can open those orange and red doors from elsewhere. Quick sip of water there. Maybe we can open those doors from elsewhere in the Twin Labyrinth, and this place is just like a repeating vertical shaft where you teleport around inside of it. But I feel like we don't have the real viable option here to just sit there and grind for more money without it taking way too long. So let's scoot our way back over towards the rest of the world. If the game wants to give us money here quickly, then we can always go back with it, but I don't think it's going to. This also is clearly something. I just don't know how to make him do the pose. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I think we've already killed all of these pots and things. So there's not really a viable way to get more out of them. The ghosts don't drop anything either. Alright, what's up the ladder here? Ah, me falling down a hole is up the ladder. I am amazed I did not fall all the way to the bottom there. I definitely thought we were going into the pit. That's also a fun, mean little trap. It drives you right up into the spikes if you're not paying attention. Alright, let's grab a save while we're here. There's still a bunch more Mausoleum of Giants goodness that we can do. We still need to find Isis's pendant somewhere. Don't know where that is. But I have a feeling it's not in this area still. As I said previously. Can I read this? No. Alright, well we don't want to necessarily spend one of our weights just yet, so let's make sure we've got everything covered in this area before we leave. Oh yes, this is the eye. I don't know what to do with these things. There's clearly something there, but I don't know what it is. Can you put a statue... No, you can't put a weight in this statue's feet, probably because it's not one of those double standing, just like the ones we saw in the previous area too. Give a little staring contest here, just in case. Nah. I was wondering if it was like it's an eye on the statue. I wondered if we needed to just stand here and stare him down for long enough for the eye door to be like, oh yeah, okay. You know how to look at stuff. Incidentally, I think we actually know who this is. This is the child that was holding up the Earth. They said that they couldn't contribute to the war because they were too busy holding up the world. So I think we actually know that giant's name. I don't know if we need that information for anything yet, but I think I know... I think we know it. Incidentally, the opening cinematic for this game involves a potentially deific mother figure saying, like, please bring me home, I want to live in the heavens again, that's why I brought you all into existence. So, it's pretty clear that a lot of this stuff has happened because this mother figure wound up in the world of mortals. We'll see if we can learn more about it as we go, but we will, for now, make our way down here instead. Because this room is a weird one. I don't know what we're supposed to do in here. We don't really get much information. What did I just read? Back. Cromlech. Resembles the Oyukanju Cromlech, located in the Akita Prefecture of Japan. Because there's obviously one of these, like, something is blocked here symbols. Yes, where Ribu fell down and keeled over. But I feel like this is like torch brackets or something that we need to be able to light. We just don't have a way to actually do that. So I guess we're gonna leave here? Oh! Hold on. Something happened there when we killed that ghost. See what I mean? Something is happening when we attack the ghosts in this room that doesn't happen when we attack the ghosts... Oh, I hit the ceiling. Doesn't happen when we attack the ghosts in other places. Let's go to a different pillar. One that's less close to the death spot there. Actually, I don't know if that's even true. Aha! King Ghost. Observe while he grows to full size. There was something about the King Ghost about needing to wait until they were fully charged, and I don't know if this is fully charged King Ghost or not. There's still one little ghost on the map, so he hasn't necessarily absorbed every ghost. Whoa, that's bad. But I don't see how we can make him do more than that. Do we have to hit him near all of these pillars? Is it like a activate all the beacons kind of thing? Or is it just a hit him at this point kind of thing? It's actually really hard to hit him when he's moving away from you because of the way that the attack timings work. Trying to catch up to him to hit him is quite difficult. It might just be that that one has already been triggered. If my theory was correct, that could explain why it's not working. Nope, it's just not working at all anymore. I can hit him from there, but that's not good, because we're gonna die at this rate. Now we're not hitting him anymore. Okay, where do I need to be to damage you again now? Let's try coming over here. No? Didn't like that one. That worked. Let's go to the top right now. See if maybe this'll work. Nope, that hurt us. Come on now. Work with me here, please. We got him once. Got him again. I don't really know what the problem is with our previous attacks. We are dying, though. We have ranged weapons. I think what I might try and do here is get into a position where we can try and hit him with a ranged attack and see if that works. It did work! bunch of cash for our trouble. I think we just needed to hit him one more time. But I don't know exactly what he wanted there. We obtained the rolling shuriken. Nice. Is that a sub-weapon? Yes, it is. Rolling shuriken. Shuriken that rolls on the ground. It tears through enemies as it rolls. Interesting. So now we can be Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, now what we gotta do is we gotta go back and save. We don't want to lose the progress we've earned by getting to this point. We fight a boss, we want to save. So let's make our way back over to the save point. There's also this treasure chest we don't know how to open. And I don't think we're gonna figure out how to open it right now anyway. That seemed to imply that we need to, like, redirect water to it or something. This side we've been to before. Dropping in the pit is fine. Dropping on the spikes is not. We are dead. Well, time to go fight the ghost again, I guess. Because I forgot there was a pit trap there. Alright. There's our full health back, so we'll at least be healed for the fight. We were very close to the checkpoint, just didn't quite make it there without getting murdered. No, I fell on the exact same trap. Let's just go ahead and reload, since we're gonna have to come back there anyway. I tried to jump over it, and I just did not manage to jump over it at all. Alright. Let's go around and try again. One piece of experience will refill our health, so we don't have to worry about that too much. To not waste our time here, I'm just gonna go over the trap instead of under it again. That way we don't have to worry about accidentally falling in the same hole. And since we're down here, we should just be able to go right across and get our way over to the entrance we're looking for. There we go. Now we have full health to fight the ghost with, or almost full health by the time I kill this guy. There we go. So we should be in a good spot here for ghost fighting. I don't know if I actually need to be here, or if I just need to kill the ghosts in this room. Nope, we just need to kill them in the room. Come on. Come on. No, we'll get another chance to try and figure out if this room is actually a puzzle, or if it is just the hitbox for the ghost being weird. I'm gonna knife him this time. We got more health to spend, so we're going in with the knife. Come here, you. Easy peasy. Knifed him down in no time. And you. Rolling shuriken acquired. Yeah, I think it was just hitbox. Like you saw there, we were able to smash him in the same place every time. Now that we know what we're up against, he's a little bit less daunting. And the knife seems to just shred most enemies anyway, so... might as well take advantage of it. Alright, so let's get out of here without falling in the obvious trap this time. We have enough health to survive it, so it doesn't really matter anymore, but... it would still be nice to not fall in the hole. I still stood on a spike, incidentally, so this was not really that much better. We just had way more health this time. But we also now have 126 gold, so we're gonna go back into that tunnel and pick up the other item. I don't know what it's for yet, but we're gonna go find out. Well, that's actually not true. We do kind of know what it's for. It tells us where to bring it. We just don't know where that is. Alright. Over to the right. Back into the Infinite Corridor. It's not called the Infinite Corridor, though. It's the Twinned Labyrinth. Back into the Twinned Labyrinth. I don't believe so, Ulcer. I think if we touch them at all, we're injured. It doesn't matter how we attempt to spike ourselves. If we do so, we're in pain. I believe if we go back down again, we're in the right place? No, now we go right from here, I think. And then down. Yeah, that's the Exploding Rats room. That's the one we wanted. There's our shop. Hello, Big Brother's shop. I don't know what all these weird items are, but I will take your dragon bone skull. Thank you. What does it say in our inventory? It's a usable item. Shaped like the head of a certain dragon statue. Use with the item button to set it in its proper place. Interesting. I've already forgotten where he told us to send it.
It's me! Some treasures ain't real helpful till you actually put them to use. You can select items to the item menu, just like you choose weapons. Go ahead, try it! Once you've set that up, press the item button to see what happens. There are even some treasures that aren't activated till you hold them in your hands. Have fun trying different items out. If you find an item you're not quite sure about, bring it to me. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you.
That's mail number 44. We are all over the place in the mail numbers. Alright, let's get out of here. So we can save our purchase again. I don't think there's anything else in this area that we can do right now, so we might as well leave with the cash and the items that we got. The only challenge is remembering how to actually get back to the starting room. I think this one takes us down into it, and then we can go back up. Yes. Yeah, it would not surprise me if when we go to visit him, he's just like, oh yeah, sorry I lied about that, but you know, you should try visiting. Oh. Would not surprise me at all. What happens if we just try this item out? Oh, hold on. No. If I use this here, will you react? No. We do a fun little pose with it, but it doesn't actually do anything at this point. We have to find the right place to put it. Okay, let's go back up to the checkpoint then. Right around the corner from where we just were. Okay, we're making progress. So, we've acquired the helmet, which is probably the most interesting progress item available. We've also gained the rolling shuriken and the dragon bone and the knife. I think what we're gonna do next is we're gonna leave and go put our helmet to good work. There's stuff on the overworld I want to go test, and then we're probably going to go to the water area and see if we can do anything with that, because now that we have the helmet, we might be able to get through more of the area. So let's hop our way across. So far so good, we're now back in the safe zone of the first area, the Gate of Guidance. I don't think we're gonna run into anything too surprising here, but let's just play it safe anyway. Push our way through the big door, and around we go. Come on now, Piggy. There we go. It'll be interesting to see what our next purchase is. I don't think we found too many places currently that had things we wanted to buy that we couldn't afford at the time. So we may have to keep an eye out for any future shops. As it stands, I'm sure we'll find plenty of money by the time we get there, because we've been making some pretty good bank in the last couple of zones anyway. Being able to buy the helmet and almost all of the Dragon Bone on the first pass of those shops is a pretty good sign for us having the money in future. For now, though, let's make our way back up to the surface and see what we can do about that waterfall. Also, getting that max health up is a big deal. While we're here, we might as well talk to Zelpud, see what he has to say. What do you have to say to me, friend?
No! Ah! I'm only on stage 2 and the boss just killed me! If only you hadn't barged in like that!
Alright. Same thing. Alright, yeah, as expected. He has nothing to say to us. Actually, you know what? This might be something to try. Yes! If you come in here with an item, he says something different.
What's with that bone? It's creepy and definitely cursed.
Ooh! Not anything useful, but he did acknowledge it. Is there any way we can equip anything else in there? I don't think so. We can't equip these things. If I equip the video game, does he react to that? Nope, he just goes back to saying the same thing as before. Alright, that's fine. Let's unequip the video game. Let's see. I didn't mean to come back in here. We're gonna go save. And by save, I actually meant to say heal. Words are hard. Yeah, Aizen, I assume he does not say anything different than what he's already told us. The fact that we went in there and he gave us no information, I think is probably a good sign that going back in again is not going to change the information that we get. I don't know for sure, but I would say it's probably unlikely. Now, let's just double check these shops haven't changed any items. Nope, same stuff. Because you never know, some of these shops might be switching their inventories around. There's the buckler again. I'm gonna buy another one of those, even though I don't think we're gonna ever use it. Just having one might be useful sometime. I did forget about the waterproof case, though. Some point we're gonna have to come back and get some money for that. You find yourself saying words are hard like I do? Well, it's a good phrase. It's true, and it does the job. Alright, let's make our way. Actually, I don't remember if I actually just saved or not, because it's easy to get confused when thinking about too many other things at the same time. There's like 2 years between listening to me. Yeah, well... that's the challenge. When you find something that fits into your lexicon well, it just kind of sits there. A lot easier to put things into your speech pattern than it is to take something out of your speech pattern. Alright, we're gonna try and knife a condor, which I'm sure will go great. Come on, bird. Fight me. Oh, he fought me. Try again. Come on. Ah, this time I win! Give me the money. Hey, money! So that's enough money now for us to buy the waterproof computer case, so that's probably good. Ugh, this is why you don't put words in your lexicon, only things like and ah. That works too, it just makes sentences difficult. You still use this as a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway in conversation? Well, there you go. More fun Vanguardisms for you. You know what? This is infuriating. We can make it over here, but we still can't open this! Ah! I didn't realize it was locked. Come on. There's the bats. I don't think there's anything in here still. Alright. No, we still haven't figured out how to activate the bronze circles. There's gonna be some way to do it. We just haven't encountered what it is yet. Alright, well that's sad. It means our little side venture here has turned out to not actually be as cool as I thought it might have been. Because we, in fact, do not have any new information. But... oh, great. Right back down to the bottom again. But at least we've come down here now, so we can go back to the top world, and... once we figure out how to activate those mysterious discs, we'll be able to come back and claim our prize. And if nothing else, we will at least be able to go and buy our waterproof computer case. Which I'm sure we will eventually need, so having it early won't be the end of the world. I mean early. Having it now won't be the end of the world. We are definitely not gonna have anything early at this stage. Alright, keep hopping. Or falling. Falling works too. Alright, little adventure there turned out to be not super valuable for us, but at least we can pick up our missing piece. Weird, you still greet people with, "Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to FTL." Yeah. Like I said, easier to put something in your vocabulary than to take it out, right? Alright, let's roll our way over to the left-hand side here. Up. And recharge ourselves. I still don't think there's anything relevant we can do up in this area, because we still don't have a serpent staff, so we can't do anything to Argus. So, I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to the water zone. We could go spend some time in the Sun Temple some more and see if we can find Isis, but I don't think I've seen an Isis statue yet, so we're probably going to keep moving elsewhere first. So, do another quick save here. No overwrite. Just get out of the menu. There we go. And keep scooting over. Yeah, I've heard good things about Multiverse. I'm just not really driven to play FTL right now. If I get the itch again, I'll probably go back and play Multiverse rather than playing the base game, though. Alright. Let's scoot our way back into the water zone, because we might actually be able to explore more of it. There's so many chests that we can't interact with because we don't have those discs. I have a feeling that specifically those discs are each looking for a certain rune based on the picture in the manual for the game. So I don't have a whole lot of proof to back that up, but that's currently my working theory. There's also... oh, we can just jump straight through them now. That is handy. Ooh. Hello. Caltrops? What's in the caltrops? Well, I mean, it's caltrops. A weapon that you scatter behind you. Any enemies that step on the scattered pieces take damage. Makes sense. Good for enemies that are traveling a lot, that you want to be able to kill without necessarily having to go get your hands on with them. Is there anything else we can do in this area? This is still this nasty puddle zone. Now, I don't remember if this was where the waterfall that we couldn't pass was, but I think it was. Ouch. Come on now, let me get past the jellyfish with a jump. Thank you. Yeah, the music in this game is pretty rad. Oh, this is the door at the bottom, right. I don't think I can open this, but I need to go try. Even though it's definitely a bad idea. Yeah, I think we need a bomb or something to blow that open. Just having our knife is not going to cut it. But I can jump up onto this now. Oh, that does keep going up. I kind of didn't think it would. What is this? Don't know, but I can't do anything with it. Okay. Let's do a long jump. And we'll make our way back up to the top again. Oh, never mind, I got knocked in the water by a fish and then attacked by a goat. Those, flying fish fellas are rude. Nothing worse than taking a surprise fish to the face. This looks like a door. It is in fact a door, but I also don't trust this room at all. Is there another elevator that comes down on the north section? Not yet. Probably have to fight whatever's in here. Oh! Yeah! That's good! Collect the 4 sigils. The path will expand further still. So if you look at that right there, that's I think exactly what I was talking about. So there's the 4 sigils, and then there's a disc that has a sigil on it. If you look at this symbol, it looks like this symbol. So I think this and this are like keys to a lock. So if you have the right sigils, you can open the right discs. I don't know where we get them, but that's my working theory on that. Okay. Let's see if we can not die on this. Let's try rolling shuriken. You like this? Oh, he doesn't care about that. He shoots laser beams from his eyes. I'm jealous. I wish we could shoot laser beams from our eyes. Can I shoot him in the face? No? Can I knife him? No, the knife does no damage. Do we need the buckler here to bounce them back at him? No, buckler does not work. He doesn't look susceptible to caltrops to me because he's not moving. I don't know what to do to him. We don't really have a good weapon for fighting lasers. Well, I'll put us back in the overworld again. Yeah, sadly we are susceptible to lasers. We are weak against a lot of things, lasers included. Now, I don't actually think there's much else that we have access to here. In that area. We should go back and get the caltrops if nothing else. Because the area to the top is blocked by one of those sigil stones. Let's go back and see here. Because I think that area was the one that I was thinking about when I was talking about, like, what else can we access with the waterfall ability. That was not an ideal jump there, right into a bat. I do like how they let you not lower the floor all the way, so if you're, like, afraid of there being spikes or something down there, you can prevent yourself from triggering the, the button and finding the secret. Okay, caltrops acquired. So, we don't have to burn all of our health like we did last time, because last time we spent almost all of our health going down into a terrible hole. Is there anything else up here, though, that's worth looking at? I don't really think so. We've got one of these push blocks that we can't do anything with, other than shove it off into the void. But the second it leaves the map, it stops existing, so it's not like pushing it down there actually does anything for us. We know up left is the boss fight, so let's just come back over this way briefly and go down this left waterfall area again. Yeah, because there's a save right there. We can actually save at that one too. If I don't get hit by this fish! That's twice now we've gotten trapped by this stupid fish. I think I need a longer reach weapon. This is not working. I think my theory is that you have to beat that boss to make the path go higher. I don't think it's gonna let us just go up from there. It's true, we didn't necessarily wait. Oh, I hate this fish! Let me out! Okay, this isn't working. I'm burning all the health that I'm trying to save so that I can actually explore this area, just trying to get out of a hole. There we go. Now we drop down the waterfall and save at this statue. That keeps our caltrops, and it also lets us go down here. Well, this looks bad, but we might as well go explore it. It's weird that there's like a water spout that's like here in the wall. I'm guessing there's a tunnel through here maybe. We don't have the survival underwater to go that long, but let's hop our way across here and see what we find. Listen, I'm not wrong. I hate that fish. I hate this fish too, but not as much. Everything wants me to sit in the water here. Okay. The mother's wrath sank the earth. The people persevered at the bottom of the sea until her anger had subsided. They persevered until a child with the strength to rise to the surface was born. Interesting. There is a dopey-looking friend over there on the right. Oh, I fell right in the water instead of jumping. That's always a good move. This looks like a button, but I don't know what it's for, so let's try using the skull here. Nope. Not for that. Okay. Don't know what that's about, so let's scoot our way back around and fight a goat. Let me out of the water! It's really hard to change your momentum when you're moving like this in the water. Very easy to trap yourself in a series of the same jump away from where your destination is. So we can't get back up there to the right from here. We'll have to loop our way around, probably. That looks like a pretty bad place to have to loop your way around. And this looks like a big plug. Those seeking Eden, open the 4 boxes, seek the 4 pedestals, stand before a face of the highest rank in a place bathed in moonlight. Let's record that one too. I have a feeling we're gonna need this. This relates to that other box puzzle we saw before. Can we cut this? Are we intentionally trying to... Should we be trying to cut this? We can try, but we're gonna die if I can't get myself out of the water. don't know what that did. We just broke the thing. But nothing changed. Okay. Ah, now we can go and break the winch. We broke the security measure. Yes, now we break the winch. We're dead, of course, but we knew that was going to happen. We actually didn't really want to be down there just yet. So this will let us reload and go to the other areas down here instead. Which should be better for our actual purposes here. Don't know what to do with that laser wall there, but if we don't just walk off the platform here, we should be able to explore more of this zone. I think I want to go help that fish, but I don't know what helping the fish actually means. What does this say? Above the sun is the spring in the sky. Presumably that just means that the map, spring in the sky, is above the... Whoa! That was weird. Is above the Sun Temple. But I don't know what to make of that just yet, so let's ride our way back up here first. That did something. I don't know what, though. Oh, it turned the laser off. Yeah, it turned the laser off. This is still closed. But we can come over here and kill this fish. This is going to be broken. It's broken, but it still gives you a full message. This water moves the tower. Transformed to power, it flows from here. I have a feeling that the actual answer here is you need to go and drain some of this area before you can actually do this stuff. Well, you can get in here, but I don't think we can do anything in here yet. Yeah, we're burning all our health messing around in here. I think we'll need this later, but maybe not right now. If we drop down to the bottom, what we might want to do is see if we can kill enough enemies to get another full heal, and then we can come over here and destroy this plug. Because the problem is the lack of health. If we can farm some enemies and get some free health off them by refilling our experience bar, that would be a nice way to get around that problem. Don't stop right there. Don't give me the janky fish leg. Alright, water goat, come back over this way. No experience from you. It is fun that the music has some is such a bop here. Can I jump across this gap? Yes, that's much better. Okay. Much easier for the experience farming if that's what we're gonna wind up doing here. Because you can just hop the gap and land on the other side, so you don't have to worry about climbing the ladder into a fish. It doesn't look like they're giving us more experience anymore, so this might not be a viable strategy. Oh, there we go. There's some. We are getting low on health, but we're not dead. And a quick refill will give us all we need. I can't tell how close we are because that piece of masonry just perfectly overlaps with the green, with the yellow line. So it's a little bit suboptimal for our ability to tell what's going on, but hey, there's the heal. Nice. I'll just go down and jump back up. I was thinking I'll just jump across, but it's going to be easier to do this now. Now, we have enough shurikens to throw them at that thing. I don't know if it'll actually destroy it. Yes, it does! Please jump. Okay. So now we should have successfully flooded the Tower of the Sun, like they told us to. Because there was that area in there that was specifically giving us instructions to flood the Tower of the Sun. So now we might be able to go and get the mirror, or something to that effect. Let's jump down here and find out. Where are we? Oh, we're up here, okay. I know where we are now. Is this a shop? I don't remember. No. The goddess Isis is at the Temple of the Sun. She gave birth to Horus and is a figure of motherhood. Because of this fact, she waits silently, perched higher than any other god. Yes, so we know that Isis is in here somewhere, and now that gives us a little bit more context. But where in here she might be... Perched silently higher than any other god, they said. That's Nephthys. I'm floating the wrong way because I'm trying to turn my momentum around. Who is Will He? The deities, or the characters in here all have a pretty set things that they talk about. If they don't say it in their initial message, they're probably not going to. Okay, so that jet is how we get up to that symbol, but we don't have that thing, so we can't interact with it still. We've solved a puzzle here, but we don't have the thing needed to actually finish solving the puzzle, so that is very sad. We can get into that stone, but I don't think we can do anything from there, so putting a weight on there is just a bit of a waste. Alright. That's not working. So I guess we're going back to the pyramid again. It's the only way out of here. Now there is still an item in here that we never figured out how to get. So there's a chest in here that we don't know what we need to do in order to pick up. I originally thought it might have been a button outside of the room, but I don't know if that's really it. It's possible it's something like, just actually kill every rat, but I don't know if that's true or not. Because this symbol doesn't tell us much. It just says, those that fly shall be cast down, which could be just talking about the bats in this room. Like, it's possible, it's just saying kill the bats. It seems a little unlikely, but that is a direct reference to what it says here, so if we can figure out how to get the bats to come get us, then maybe that'll do it. I have a feeling we need to be a little higher in order to kill that bat, though. If we scoot around this way... Nope, not like that. If we scoot around this way... That ramp really make that awkward. Stab the pig. Can we get the bat to come in here? Yes. That did open the box. Okay, well, there's an extra chest for us that we should have had sooner. What's in here? It's another sacred orb. Hey, 128 health. We'll take that. We like more max health. And now I think we need to get out of here. Was there anything of value in here that we could potentially grab? Oh no, we can walk sideways through the spikes. I think we did figure that out sooner. Earlier, rather. I think there are some spikes that still hurt you on contact, but most of them you can just walk through. I don't remember if I think that because of any actual reason, or just because I have a vague memory of it being true. What does this say again? To the one who solved all the puzzles, make thy descent now. Yeah, that soft-locked us last time we went down in there, so we are not going down in there until we have successfully solved all the puzzles. Those spikes really hurt. I did not notice how much damage they were doing. I just wanted to check those walls to see if they had any fun secrets in them, and they just shredded our health. This room has a clue about an item that lets you breathe underwater. The holy fish dwells on this rock. It shall be transformed into a scale sphere when polished by a maiden of purity. But I don't know how we do that. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the lady in the room upstairs that we have to figure out how to wake up is the quote-unquote maiden of purity. But I don't know that. We know this is a trap. We triggered it before. I don't know if doing it does anything else, though. This side has the switch button up there, which we don't know how to activate still. The bottom path has a thing that drops a red orb on us, but we don't know what that actually does, so I'm hesitant to do it again. This trap just resets, but I don't remember if that one did. So I'm gonna leave that trap alone, just in case it's something that we can only do once. Apparently I can't jump this? No, I'm just bad at it. Alright, back up we go then. We've kind of explored most of what we can see in here. We still need to find where Isis is sitting. They say that she's the highest of all of the deities, so presumably she'll be at the highest point in the area. Where exactly that is remains to be seen, though, because we're kind of close to the highest point right now. And there's no Isis in this room. Or in this one, as far as I can tell. So I'm not sure what exactly that's about. Let's save here, though, so we don't lose our progress. Because we pushed this into the corner before in order to activate the ladder opening. Doing it again, obviously, isn't doing anything else for us, but... Jump into the sun is the clue that got us into the moonlight version of the world, but we're not going back there until we find the Grail, which I feel like we should have already. It felt like the game really wanted us to have that fast travel option by now, but we still don't, so I don't know what we're doing wrong on that front. I don't know where we should have gotten it from. I'm still a little confused. There was nothing to be had in this room, but there's nothing here, so... Staring at it longer isn't going to make it more likely to give us an item. Let's go back up again. Oh yeah. It's rude that this just stays down forever after you trigger it. Make our way back around again. Was there anything else over here that we could do with the new pieces we found? Because that top path just takes you back over to the starting area again, or to higher up in the corridor. It brings you to an area that's technically not on the map, but then it immediately remaps you. I don't think we got anything that changes our access to that top zone. We don't have anything that gets us in behind this wall yet. Let's go back up again. Just for the curiosity's sake, if we come back over here through that secret passage, it actually does relocate us. It doesn't connect to the room that it's above. Because it moves us over here to the edge of the Room of Courage, instead of taking us directly above into the tunnel that would have been here. So it like warps us from here to there. Interesting. I don't really know how to interpret that now. What does this say again? Fear not the water holds the answers for those who have been delivered by it, cross the sacred lake. There's a picture there, but I don't know what we're supposed to take from that. Okay. Back around we go. We can go back up into the water zone, because we know there is some more stuff to do there, like that boss we didn't figure out how to actually fight. So there may be value in just making our way back over there to see if we can solve that piece. Oh yeah, this game is just full of mysteries. That's really what kind of appeals to me about it. I'm a big fan of puzzles, and this game is full of them. I think what we're gonna do here, though, is we're just gonna swing around back to town again. It's really annoying. The fact that there is an item that should give us fast travel so that we can get up to the top and heal quicker and not have to constantly walk there every time we want to refill our health. Oh, I really wish I had whatever it was. I just don't know where we should be going to get it. So that is unfortunate, but at least we have the fast running speed from the Hermes boots, so we can get there a little quicker. Because this little dash back across the surface every time we want to heal, it gets old quick. There we go. Wouldn't the item be in the room with the Holy Grail? I mean, maybe, but the thing is, every one of the save stones is a Holy Grail stone. So I don't know how to interpret that specifically. It means there's a lot of things that could reasonably be called the Room of the Holy Grail without necessarily being anything we need to proceed with. Alright. Let's get back in there again. The other problem is that we can't check the names of rooms without being in them personally. So if we are trying to see if there is a room that's going to give us the clue, we have to stop and check all of them. And that's not my favorite, because like, the Heavenly Temple of the Cross. What does that mean? Like, that's a very specific name, and I don't know what it's trying to tell me. So, what I think we're going to do right now is we're just going to make our way over to the water area one more time. Well, no, I don't think we are. The reason I wanted to go back to the water area is because we know there's a boss in there that we can try and fight some more. But that's the only thing that I think is in there, and it didn't seem like we had a way to hurt him. So rather than going straight back there, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here first. And yeah, the message in the room we got said that the Holy Grail is the item that lets us teleport, correct. But that's what I'm saying. The reason we don't know what to do with it is because every single one of these has a Holy Grail on the top. That's what that little shape is at the top of the text box. And if you read them, the first one says this is a thing of the Holy Grail, and that's what lets you save. So, finding one is more involved than just, like, finding a room that has something to do with the Holy Grail in it, because all of them have something to do with the Holy Grail, it seems. We have the Heavenly Corridor here, we have a bunch of other related names, so it's certainly possible that something in here is going to give us what we're looking for, but it's not a given that it'll be so obvious. is like Snake's Sanctuary. That makes sense. This is the room right before the Amphisbane boss fight. This is Snake's Sanctuary. The fact that there's still nothing in there weirds me out every time. But I don't think there actually is. I think it's just a matter of, like, you beat the boss, which means you've changed the world state in some way, and something else is now accessible that previously wasn't. This room... the Gate of Giant Faces, yep. A very subtle name, that one. We figured this out already. We don't know how to get around behind this room. This is called the Pit of the Holy Grail, right? So, like, you would think this might be where the Holy Grail is, but in order to get it, we would need to be able to get into the other area. That area through the wall that we can't figure out how to access. In order to be able to push the block that we need in order to be able to get that item box. So, we've seen a couple of things that are related to it. It's just more of a matter of, like, how are we supposed to actually change what the game wants us to here? It says the platform and the white box are drawn to each other, but we knew that already. We need to connect the two, except it doesn't seem to want to do anything when we try it. We could jump down further, but I don't think that's the same area anymore. It's just a little corner that lets you move into the next part of the zone. So I'm going to ignore that for now. We're going to come back up and check around on the left-hand side, because it's... like, this pushes into the wall, which seems to me like it makes it pretty clear there's a doorway there that you're supposed to be able to access somehow. But nothing seems to be doing it. You can make some of these things angry by attacking them multiple times, but that also doesn't change the fact of where we can access. Just to be thorough, let's check if there's a secret wall access through here. No. That doesn't do anything for us. If this isn't it... oh, we definitely need to do that, May. That is 100% the way you solve the puzzle. We've solved several of these box platform puzzles before, but we can't get on the other side of the box is the problem, because we have to come through that secret door that's in the wall there, and there's no way to get over there for what we've been able to see so far. So, the real question is not, is that the solution? The problem is, how do we make that solution happen? This is the demon who was murdering people in the sacrificial abyss. We knew about that already. We've walked across this trap before, but we haven't actually triggered it. I have a feeling it might just kill us. No, it didn't kill us, but it also didn't open the box. Alright, so that doesn't change anything. There's no way down from here. This is called the Door to Eden. So in theory, the Door to Eden is activated in that moonlit cave, moonlit temple. Because we found that content already. It's just hard to know what we need to do with it. Since we're still not finding any way to go left, let's drop down again and see if there's a way to go up instead. Because this area is now called the Monument of Time, which presumably is related to the fact that there are these Monument of Time, like, ages puzzles in here. And I don't think there's anything we can do with this area. None of this, it's a flat ceiling, there's nothing that opens here. We killed the exploding rat, double check if this guy's a message. He's talking about the Cliff of Radiance. The door to push, I'm pretty sure, is the door on the way back here, because between here and the Cliff of Radiance is a push door, so that's telling you how to be able to open them when you get there. But I don't know what we can do to get past this wall. Nothing interactable there. That was the button we found before, so there's nothing there either. If we make our way up from here... Nope, nowhere has mentioned the Dragon Mask. I'm pretty sure we don't need the Dragon Mask for ages. And the reason that is, when we found this, it was a 44 male item. Most of the things around here were like 18, 19. So that is, I think, a message we were supposed to basically gain access to way later. By finding it early, we have not like caused any problems. It just means that it's not likely to be relevant again for a while. Oh! Aha! I have learned something. I have learned how wall jumping in this game works. Even without an item. It doesn't necessarily let you jump again, but if you touch the wall, it lets you change your direction completely. Because normally if you start jumping in a direction, until you basically hit the ground, you are going to keep moving in that same direction. But if you touch a wall before you stop, you could completely switch yourself around, which is how I was able to like loop my way around that platform. Because normally you can't do that. You can't completely change your direction, you can just slow how fast you go there. I didn't mean to go in here. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I said before, I feel like there's just something we're missing in this area. There's like an item or something that's going to let us teleport into that section. But this isn't it. One of the things that I was unclear about, that I was trying to experiment with previously, but that we gave up on, is the fact that there is another open-mouthed statue over further to the east that could be related. I don't necessarily think it is, it's just one of the things that we haven't successfully ruled out yet. But there doesn't seem to be any way to move the mouth back, like the stone, back across, so I have to assume it's not really relevant. This block is just blocking the path here. It doesn't have anything to do with the other puzzle. There are a couple of weird areas, like this one has this strange little nook that we can stand in but doesn't do anything. You can't go anywhere from here. But otherwise, I'm not sure what else to do with it. So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we are done here. We need to find one of the runes. Any of the runes would probably give us access to a bunch more stuff. Don't know where to go for those. We've already come up here. This was just a button previously. We need to find, ideally, the Holy Grail, so that we can start fast traveling around the world a little faster. We've got checkpoints all over the place. We just can't get to them currently. And what else do we need to find? What else do we know that we need? I think that's really it. We've unlocked the ability to warp between dimensions before we unlocked the ability to warp. So that's a fun little oddity of gameplay. We could try going back into the mausoleum. We could try going back into the Sun Temple, or we could try going back into the water area. I think we're gonna do the water area first, which is why I'm already going back there right now. It's closest, and we haven't really thoroughly explored it yet. Since we dropped into the Sun Temple again before we really finished what we were doing there, there's still the possibility that there's more here we can find. So let's scoot around here real fast. Because this part definitely needs a statue. A stone is what I meant to say. If we take the elevator up, this place is inaccessible short of having a tool for it. If we stop in at the Philosophers, do they have anything new to say? They have nothing to say. What if I bring to them a skull? No, they are not interested in my skull. Alright, that's fine. I'm not upset. Not upset even a little bit. Let's go and grab the checkpoint here before we get too far into this area and wind up dying. Because now we can come back around again and see if there's anything else up there we can actually do. I'm pretty sure we've already basically proven there's nothing up at this top area. But we have found some extra bits and pieces since we were last here, so it doesn't hurt to just come take another look at it again. All that's all just bats. This is the inaccessible stuff. All the enemies have jumped out. They say this is an aqueduct, so it'll probably flood with water eventually, but not now. We got like a Z-shaped symbol over there on the left-hand side, so if we have the ability to activate that, that'll let us up. We just don't right now. One thing that is worth a quick check on is just, is there any way to open any of those? I don't think so. Alright, well let's head back down then, and head to the east. Because we know there's a boss over there. If we can go take another look at him, we might be able to see if there's anything we can do that'll hurt him. And if there is, that may at least give us something to work with. We also know there's these holes to drop down, but we don't have a way to get in them. We can't jump out here enough to get to that chest anyway. And we can't run the water to change whatever goes down at the bottom of that tunnel. So we're just gonna wait for the elevator, and we're gonna go check if there's another elevator up here just to be safe. Because as was mentioned previously, we didn't actually confirm whether or not there... Oh, that was bad. Whether or not there was another waterfall thing here. Another elevator, rather. Let me on it. Alright. That's fine. I'll wait for the whole cycle again. Here's our elevator. Up we go. Putting our shuriken to use. We are running a little low. Hey, there is one! Alright, I was wrong. It just waited until my patience had expired. What do we have in here? The scale sphere! I guess it's just already there. We don't have to do anything to get it. We are just no longer damaged by water. I mean, nice. That is really useful for us. It definitely implied there was a puzzle to it. We're going all the way down. But I will take just getting a free prize like this. Alright, let's swing over to the left-hand side here. Is this something you can move? Probably not. You probably need to pour water into it. I don't know what's going on in here, but it also looks like it needs a tool we don't have. We got a little boat. Yeah, now the fish are significantly less annoying, because getting knocked into the water doesn't constantly do poison damage while we're in there. They still knock us off course, but they're not as incredibly time-wasting-y as they were before. I'm out of shurikens, which is not ideal. I do quite like my shurikens. Let's go ahead and equip the rolling shurikens instead, I guess. It won't be useful against the fish, but they might be useful against other things. There's nothing else up here. But we can try and jump into the right-hand side passage here. It is just a treasure chest, which I cannot currently do anything with. I wonder what we have to do to open this. Well, before we go and fight the boss, we have very little health, so we should realistically go and save our Scale Sphere prize, because that makes exploring this place much less annoying. We can kind of just go and do our own thing in the water now. Which probably would have been nice while we were trying to explore those other water-related zones, like in the bottom part of this level. But you know what? We'll take it. We actually can't jump up here as far as I know. But can we read these guys' thoughts? No. Alright, down we go then. Now that we can breathe in water, it also might be nice to go down the other underwater area and just see if there's anything else we can read from there or find out. Because the game does like putting information on skeletons, and there are a bunch of skeletons that we've found underwater in previous areas. So, this is like, there's one right in there, as you can see. Let's loop around and go check that out and see if there's actually something we can do underwater now that we have more underwater mobility. Another underwater goat chasing us down, but he won't last long. Well, I was right, we can break that, but how do we get to it? I correctly identified there was a secret there, but I don't know how to get in it. Jump out of the water, please. Ah! The swimming momentum is so evil. Aha! You can just climb down here. What's in here? Take the mirror into thy hand. It will reveal the truth of the ruins. There is a hidden side to every room, and the two sides become one. Enter the darkness, descend, proceed forward, ascend, then jump up and strike. Yeah, let's go ahead and record that conversation, thanks. That's gonna be important later. What was his name? Priest Hiddledilda. Hiddleda. Interesting. So those guys with the skull masks are priests, apparently. It's interesting how the left-hand side there is also pouring water off the edge. Let's get down here and see if there's anything else relevant. We found at least one new thing, so that's still good. I really don't want to have to fight my little fish friend, though. We're best buds. Take me back up, please, game. He does hurt me if I touch him. Ow. This feels wrong. Alright. He takes too many hits to kill. I'm not killing him. If we have to murder him later, I'll deal with it then. But for now, I'm gonna let our little fish buddy live. He's living in a tiny hole. He doesn't need to die there. The fish is the dev's self-insert. Yeah, I mean... There are a lot of famous fish characters, like the dope fish, in many games. Ooh, that was a secret right there. Oh, it's money and I can't get up to it. That's mean. It opened the box because I was whipping it from below. You can just walk through this wall, but I wasted all the money. I assumed the secret would be accessible from the bottom. Rude. It's weird how there's a ladder here, too. That actually doesn't make a lot of sense. What's the point of the ladder? Maybe the point of the ladder is just to make you not try and go to the left there so that you don't find the secret. I can see that being the case. Yeah, I played one of the Commander Keen games because it was on my grandparents' computer. So when I would go over to their house, I'd get to play Commander Keen. But I don't remember which one it was. If I looked at the actual, like, list, I'd probably be able to remember from that, but just at a base level, I don't remember which one is the one I've actually played. Well, we're kind of trapped in a hole now, so I guess we're going back into the Temple of the Sun. I am curious, though, like, there is still that secret room off to the right. Is there a way to get there from here? I don't think so. Yeah. This is just the Goddess Isis message. We've seen that before. Yeah, I think it was 4 Jolly Flying Man. I'd just have to go, like, double check to know for sure. Alright. Where do we go from here? We don't have the stuff we need to go to the right. If we go into the mirror dimension, we're trapped forever because we don't have the way out again. We have not enough weights to go most other places. So we gotta kind of go get more weights. I keep forgetting I don't have the knife equipped, so I have to hit this guy twice. And I'm not doing that because I keep getting smashed instead, so I'm just dying slowly. Okay. There's another one of those eyeball blockers there, which is presumably blocking access to a door we'll want to go through later. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of areas that we can see that we want to get to, but we don't have a good way to do it. Like, obviously, this room full of mysterious tablets looks intriguing, but we don't have a way to get there. I don't think we have a way to wake up our friend. We might need to go into the volcano zone again now. That might be the thing to do, because I think we've kind of done most of the easily accessible stuff in the areas we're available to that we can get out of again. We only have 3 health, which is not great for our long-term survival. How does this handle the ramp? It handles it quite well, actually. The problem is we only have 3 health. If we kill some monsters, we'll get some more health back. But these are annoying monsters to have to kill because of the fact that they almost always do damage to us when we try and pass them. The nice thing with the dagger is, since it attacks so low, I can actually hit the first bird without having to smash my face into it. Oh, we're dead. That's okay, I probably should have just jumped down after it flew away. Wow, good start. We have 1 health left. I'm dead. Having so little health sucks. If we had the Holy Grail, we could go get it healed again in town without having to walk all the way back. Egg killed us. Good. sure love dying to an egg. Like that, again. We might be at the point where I need to stop just for my own, like, sanity. Because that's a lot of deaths in a short period of time. Suddenly this is a roguelite? Yeah, seriously. If we can get a little bit more experience, we'll get all our health back. But if we don't get it, we're just gonna keep dying over and over and over again. Ah! I don't have enough of these, no. So I don't have enough weights to keep doing this, but it doesn't really matter anyway. We are so close to getting all our health back. We're just not quite there. This can be a roguelike if you wanted to. It's a huge randomizer community. Oh, I bet. This seems exactly like the type of game that the internet would love to be like, what if we just made everything so much worse? Hey, there's our health back. Okay. Now we got more than 1 health. We can try and make something happen here. Alright, back into Volcano Land. I'm sure everything here will go great. It would be funny if being in Volcano Land with the Scale Sphere meant that you didn't take damage from the lava. I'm almost certain that's not what it does, because it just makes the poison effect of water go away, and lava is a different substance. But it would be funny. Where are we trying to go here? Now I understand. They were trying to bait us there with an orb of power, because that, in theory, would have given us extra life. We could go up into the twinned area, because we know we can survive in there now. It's dangerous, but it's not unreasonable. So let's do that. Yeah, we have the laptop case that lets us open the computer in lava. All that means is that we can use the menus while we're in the lava. Ow. Jumped a little too far there. So we can get to the bottom area if we want to spend another weight. We have 3 weights right now, so we're not completely resource locked. Let's go up from here first, though. It looks to me like we're in another one of... What is that fella? Ooh, I don't like him. We're in another one of these randomized sections where whichever door we go in does not necessarily correlate to whichever door we come out. I don't know if that's true or not, it's just the vibe that I'm getting again. Nice message. Let's double check this block isn't breakable, because it looks breakable. It was in fact breakable. Alright, kill the battle walruses, and up we go. No, I think we're in a boss fight. I've made a terrible mistake. I made a terrible mistake. We have almost no ranged ammo. We're fighting a flying enemy, so our caltrops won't work. It's time stopped us? It can time stop us. Alright, well, we're dead. Ooh. Okay, we definitely can do more in there. I think this is probably a good place for us to stop for now. It's about 4 hours a stream, which is usually about as much as I can take in one sitting. And we know now that there's more options we can do in the lava and in the other twinned labyrinth there. So that gives us some good stuff to come back to when we stream next. I don't know exactly when my next stream's gonna be. I might try and stream on Thursday or Friday again. We will find out. And yeah, May, That guy probably doesn't drop a time-stopping item. So far, none of the bosses have dropped anything. They've dropped money and experience, but no actual items. So I would be surprised if he actually drops an item. We'll see. There may be bosses that drop items. Most of the items that we've got, though, have already been in the room. And that room didn't look like it had one of those item box covers in it. So, I would doubt that he's going to drop us anything. Anyway, it's been a blast streaming here for you today, folks. Thanks for coming by to watch. I should have my VOD channel on YouTube up shortly. The VODs will still be on Twitch for a while, so it's not like they're going to be gone forever, but or gone immediately. But Twitch doesn't keep them for very long; it only keeps them for about a month. So, if there's anything in there that you're not able to watch or you want to catch, you can always check them out on the YouTube side of things once that is up and running. I've got 4 or 5 of the streams uploaded now, so I'm just working on getting all the ones that I've done so far up there, and then I'll set it live and we'll be able to view them again. Anyway, until next time, thanks for dropping by, folks, and I'll see you then. Until then, bye-bye.